Joe Blanton takes the mound today for the Oakland A's as they try to sweep the Red Sox in the fourth and final game of the series. Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo. Welcome to Red Sox baseball. The Red Sox running into their toughest patch of the season so far, having lost the last 4 games and 6 of the last 7. This is uncharted waters for the Red Sox so far this season. And Big Papi.
Seems like everything is just a change, you know. Intensity, all kinds of stuff. It's just not there. Hopefully we come back tomorrow, figure things out.
We welcome in Jerry Remy. And Jerry, really for the first time this season, the Red Sox dealing with this frustration.
Well, first of all, Don, let me congratulate you on being a #1 pick for the next expansion team that's coming into baseball. Congratulations. Okay. Let's not panic. This is a very tough time for the Red Sox, the most difficult they've had so far this season. But the fact is the pitching has remained very good on this road trip to start with for the Boston Red Sox. And if they continue to pitch well, the offense is certainly going to catch up. But it has been the offense that has struggled. The .212 batting average in this series, having trouble with men on base. 8 double plays that they have hit into has really hurt the offense, and they're pitching well, though. The 3.04 ERA, and opponents only hitting .257, so I don't think it's quite as bad as it looks right now. Now, when you don't score runs, you look flat. I don't think the team's flat. I think they've just been pitched well over the last couple of games and have not been able to score runs, and of course it has been the double plays that have hurt them. Curt Schilling always seems to come up big after a Red Sox loss. Since he's been in a Red Sox uniform, they need him to do that again today, but they've got to get the offense going, and it's not going to be easy. They're facing another tough guy today in Joe Blanton.
Red Sox have had enough of being frustrated. They'll try to take care of that today.
Your resume looks solid. 10 years experience, huh?
That's correct.
Impressive. And do you have references?
Millions.
Nice. Well, I'd say you've got all the qualifications we're looking for. Does everyone agree?
Looks good to me.
So I can make all the calls I want? Sweet.
With 10 years of experience and over 2 million customers, Comcast is ready to be your phone company. Sign up for Comcast Digital Voice with unlimited nationwide calling. Plus, add Comcast high-speed internet and get both for just $69 per month for 1 year. So call today.
I've got it.
We've got it.
We've got it.
Got what? Health insurance. Massachusetts residents are now required to have it. And the state's Health Connector makes it more affordable and easier to get.
I've got it.
Me too.
Call or go to our website to compare plans, get information, and choose the right plan for you. Get preventive care and medical and financial protection.
I'm getting it. I've used it.
We've got it.
Get health insurance now through the state's Health Connector.
If you don't build the right deck in the first place, time and weather will just wear it away. So we engineered and treated our LP Weather Best decking so it looks beautiful, lasts longer, and needs less maintenance. That leaves more time for what you really want to do on a deck. Nothing at all. We're not looking for a genius grant, just ways to make life easier. That's what we do. We make the products that build the homes simply better. LP Building Products. Build with us.
Closed captioning for Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Aflac. Ask about it at work. Boston Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, your New England Subaru dealers, Foxwoods Resort Casino, your New England Dodge dealers, Rico, and by your New England Toyota dealers. Hey, good afternoon once again, everybody. Welcome to McAfee Coliseum for the fourth and final game of this series between the Red Sox and the A's. The Red Sox here today trying to grab a victory. A very frustrating night last night for the Red Sox seemed to come to a head for some, and especially for Terry Francona, who was ejected for the first time this season last night. And Jerry, that's as hot as we've seen Terry Francona, I think, maybe in his tenure as the manager of the Red Sox.
Yeah, he got hot last night. There's no question about that. A couple of things not going in the Red Sox favor, and of course, this is the one they pitched to Pedroia that he thought was high. He makes a motion, and it was thrown out of the game very quickly by Ayasanga. And then Terry got his money's worth as they went nose to nose for quite some time. And even on the way back to the clubhouse, Terry with a couple of parting shots for the home plate umpire. But one thing about baseball is generally forgotten the next day. And what Terry needs right now is his team to start hitting a little bit, score some runs, and get out of Oakland with at least one win.
We were talking last night about how fired up managers get when they get ejected and get all hot, and he was certainly hot. There's no doubt about that. He said last night that he was up till some 4:30 before he started to calm down.
Waiting for his blood pressure to go back down.
Exactly. So not a lot of sleep last night for the manager, but he's back and ready to go here today, as are the Oakland A's, who take the field on this beautiful day in Oakland. As they do, let's check out the Red Sox starting lineup, brought to you by your New England Dodge dealers. Julio Lugo at the top of the order at shortstop, with Kevin Youkilis at first base, David Ortiz a designated hitter, Manny Ramirez in left field, J.D. Drew in right, Mike Roll at third base, Jason Varitek does the catching, he bats seventh, Alex Cora at second base bats eighth, and Coco Crispin center field bats ninth. The starting pitcher is brought to you by Panasonic, and on the mound today for Oakland is Joe Blanton.
Well, this will be start number 13 on the season for Blanton. He is 5-3 and coming off a very, very strong outing last time against Minnesota. In that game, going 9 innings against the Twins, only 3 hits allowed, no walks, and 6 strikeouts, made 108 pitches. Now, this is the first time that he has faced the Red Sox here at the Coliseum. All 3 previous starts, in which he's 2-0, have been at Fenway Park against Red Sox teams. The Oakland defense is brought to you by New England Ford dealers, and they are currently 5th in the league with 34 errors on the season. Eric Chavez will be at third base. Marco Scutero, first time we've seen him in this series, at shortstop. Mark Ellis at second, and Dan Johnson at first. Left to right, Shannon Stewart, Mark Kotsay, and Nick Swisher, and Jason Kendall once again behind the plate to catch Blanton.
Umpiring crew tonight, Ron Culpa in behind the dish calling the balls and strikes. Dale Scott at first base, Paul Emmel at second base, and Dan Iasanya is the umpire at third. Where available, this telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your television remote. Enjoy the game.
Buenas tardes, amigos.
It is just a beautiful afternoon here in Oakland. High blue skies. That'll be a factor today for the outfielders. Jerry, I heard you say a little while ago that this was always a tough place for you in day games, glare-wise.
It is, you know, because you very seldom do you have any cloud cover, and very high sky, that bright blue, and always sunshine, and very tough on pop-ups and fly balls.
The first pitch of this one from Joe Blanton to Julio Lugo is in there for strike one, and we're underway.
First pitch from 38.
Lugo starts today at .221 with 3 homers and 33 runs batted in. And takes another strike. It's 0-2.
Blanton does throw strikes. Only 17 walks on the season for the right-hander. 61 strikeouts.
Down the right field line for Lugo, but it bends foul down towards the Red Sox pen. You mentioned the complete game shutout last time for Joe Blanton. He did it very quickly. The game lasted just an hour and 49 minutes and has pitched in the A's 2 quickest games of the year. At an hour and 47-minute start against Seattle back on April 25th. Look at the numbers for him. Just 3 hits in that game against a very good Minnesota Twins team. Lugo thought about going, but does not pull the trigger, and it's 1-2.
Over the top curveball from Blanton. Fastball, curveball, slider, and changeup.
Tied for the American League lead in complete games with 2 and shutouts with 1. Ranks 7th in innings pitched. 82 2/3 innings so far for a big strong right-hander. All 3 very close. Blanton wanted that. It's a full count. At 26 years old, 6'3", 250 pounds, resides in Nashville, Tennessee. This one's chopped out to Scutero at shortstop. And the throw in time to get Lugo. 1 down.
Batting number 20.
First time we've seen Marco Scutero in the series.
Yeah, Bobby Crosby getting the start of the ball game off today. Scutero getting the start.
guy that's been very valuable for the Oakland A's over the last few years as a utility player. It seems they've always had an injury, whether it be to Ellis or to Crosby, and he ends up logging a great deal of time before season's end and filling in admirably when he has.
And pretty good numbers does he have against Curt Schilling. 3 for 9 in his career against Schilling.
Kevin Youkilis taking strike 2, second straight batter that Blanton has gotten ahead of, 0-2. Pitch up top, 1-2 now to Kevin Youkilis, who has cooled off a little bit lately, but last night back to his normal ways, going 2 for 3 in the game last night. Still 4 for 21 over the last 6 games. On the ground to Chavez. And there's 2 down, a couple of ground ball outs so far for Joe Blanton.
And we showed you the defense at 6 besides the name of Eric Chavez is the 6 Gold Gloves that he's won in his major league career. And he'll shift over right now as they put the shift on Big Papi. He'll become the shortstop.
8 double plays in the last 2 games for the Oakland A's, and it seems that most of them have been started by Eric Chavez at third base and have been a key factor as part of the frustration for the Red Sox and some of the comments from David Ortiz made last night after the game that we played for you off the top in the open. And Terry Francona talking about some of the reactions from the club last night. Terry feels the energy has been fine, and that has not been an issue. And felt like David and some of the other comments came out of last night were just reactions out of frustration right after a game that was very frustrating.
Now, Don, you go back to game 1 of this series coming off that long trip, and I thought the Red Sox played a gutsy game even though they lost that game. They battled hard all the way through that ball game, and the last couple of nights you look flat because you don't hit. When you don't hit, the team looks flat. But I think you're right. I think, after that game last night, total frustration on a lot of different levels, and certainly Ortiz expressing that.
Fouled off to the left. Ortiz upset with himself. 2-2. This is an area, quite frankly, the Red Sox have not had to deal with all season long. What has been an incredible beginning to the season. They come in at 37-21 with a 9-game lead over the Toronto Blue Jays, but the first rough patch of the year, and there are going to be more of these, but the Red Sox haven't had to deal with them so far this year. And he waits on deck with 2 outs here in the first inning. Ortiz hits it in the air to right field, sending Swisher back at the wall. Looking up, it's gone. Big Papi takes matters into his own hands. Hits home run number 11 of the year and gets the Red Sox off to the fast start on top 1-0.
Well, if you're going to try to go inside on David Ortiz, you better get it way in, and this ball does not get way in. So Ortiz, who went through a long drought without a home run, has hit a couple over his last few games, now with 11 on the season.
Now batting number 24, Manny Rivera.
See Kendall set up away, but that fastball stays out over the plate, and David Ortiz gives the Red Sox the 1-0 lead.
There's Manny. Chops it foul outside of third.
And he's had good success against Blanton, 4 for 6 in his career.
Overall, 288, 8 home runs, and 32 runs batted in for Ramirez. With the home run for Ortiz, he's now hit safely in a season high 8 straight games. He's moved up that average in the process from 316 to 332, which is the 9th best now in the American League to begin the day. And he drives it into center field for a base hit. So So some 2-out trouble here for Joe Blanton in the first inning.
A couple of ground ball outs to start off the game. Then the mislocation against Ortiz. He makes him pay with the home run. This ball's supposed to be away. It stays middle in. And the line drive base hit by Manny Ramirez.
And he held on by Dan Johnson at first base as J.D. Drew stands in, getting a start today after coming off the bench in a pinch hitting role last night and walking in the ninth. Lines right to Scudero, is positioned perfectly defensively to end the inning. David Ortiz has given the Red Sox a 1-0 lead.
These low fares to your favorite vacation destinations start at just $59. Book yours at southwest.com.
Ford F-150. We're sorry. You can't match Dodge Ram 1500's available 345 horsepower Hemi V8. And Chevy, Toyota, we're sorry Ram Mega Cab is bigger and roomier than your Silverado and Tundra. And since Ram is the longest lasting, most durable family of full-size trucks, we'll be apologizing to the competition for a long, long time.
Biggest, baddest, boldest. See the New England Dodge dealers for a test drive today.
So we've got the 3 shows, and then we have the signing at the summer book fair.
Then we've got the 2 meetings after that.
We
got a situation here.
Shopping segment with Rachel.
Hey, Rachel, I got you some iced coffees from Dunkin' Donuts.
Fantabulous, thanks.
Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee keeps Rachel Ray going all summer long. America runs on Dunkin'. Try our 2 new donuts, lemon burst or key lime pie with an iced coffee today.
Back in Oakland with the Red Sox on top 1-0. The A's are coming up in the bottom of the first. Their lineup is brought to you by Rico. Shannon Stewart's at the top of it. He's in left field with Mark Ellis at second base. Nick Swisher in right. Eric Chavez at third base. Jack Cust, the designated hitter. Dan Johnson at first base. Marco Scudero makes his first appearance of the series at short, batting 7th. Mark Kotze in center, bats 8th. And Jason Kendall, the catcher, having a tough season, batting at 194, batting 9th. Panasonic brings us a starting pitcher, and it's Curt Schilling.
Well, Schilling's record stands at 5-2. Of course, his last start was interrupted by a 29-minute rain delay. That was against the New York Yankees, and after that, gave up a 3-run home run to Posada. Left after 5 innings, 9 hits allowed, and 4 earned runs. Against Oakland, 1 start this year, not involved in a decision. Gave up 2 earned runs in 7 innings. The Red Sox defense is brought to you by your Boston area Lexus dealers, 9th in the league with 37 errors. Mike Lowell at third base, Julio Lugo the shortstop, Alex Cora at second, and Kevin Youkilis at first. Left to right, Manny Ramirez, Coco Crisp, and J.D. Drew, and Jason Varitek doing the catching for Schilling.
Shannon Stewart leading it off for the A's here in the bottom of the first inning. Milton Bradley out of the Oakland A's order again today, bothered by the calf problem. Stewart at 272 with 2 homers and 16 runs batted in. 3 for 14 so far in the month of June. Opposite field, Drew on the move, and J.D. will get there to make the catch.
You know, going back to end last inning, Don, and you had the J.D. Drew with that line drive right at Scudero. You know, when you're going bad, I mean, that ball was a rocket by Drew, but right at Scudero, the shortstop. Those are the hits you got to start getting. You know, sooner or later, those have to find a hole, and then you're off and running.
Seems like that's how it's gone for J.D. Drew so far in the season. As Mark Ellis stands in with 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. Ellis had quite a series against the Red Sox, hit for the cycle, and 9 for 19 in the last 5 games. Takes the strike to even the count at 1-1. Hit by a pitch last night. It's the 7th time this year that he was hit by a pitch. Certainly the Red Sox and Tim Wakefield felt like he leaned into that pitch. Certainly did little to get out of the way of it.
Well, he was smart. He did lean in, but then he kind of turned his shoulder back in toward the catcher to make it look like he was not leaning in. So that's a tough one to call for the home plate umpire. But Wakefield certainly thought that he was trying to get hit.
A 1-2 pitch to Mark Ellis. That's a center field. Coco Crisp coming on, and good speed as he runs it down. 2 down. That was taking place just before the ball game earlier today. Bo Mills being drafted. 13th pick and a member of the Cleveland Indians now. Certainly an exciting day for Brad Mills and for Terry Francona for that matter.
Well, Tito has been very close to Brad Mills and the family for a long, long time, and it's almost like watching your own son get drafted when you're that close. And hey, 13th round, first pick, huh?
Pretty good.
Mucho dinero. Millsy's trying to figure out a way to spend that money now. Good for him.
Nick Swisher batting with 2 outs, and the base is empty. Just under 300 as he starts today, hitting at 299. The last 15 games hitting at 358. He's been walking a lot too. He ranks 2nd in the American League in walks, 42 walks. A team that walks quite a bit, this Oakland A's team. Pretty patient club. Very good numbers over the last 15 games for Swisher. He's going to be an A for a long time. Agreed to terms on a 5-year contract that'll take him through the 2011 season with a club option for 2012. Just signing that deal May 11th. As the pitch in there for a strike, and it's 1-2 now to Swisher.
Straight change that time from Schilling. He shook off a number of pitches from Veritek, finally deciding on the straight changeup.
To right center field. As Jiggy Drew calls, and Crisp does as well, and Drew makes the catch over Crisp. Well, usually the center fielder has the call there, but it's Drew that makes the grab. 1-0 Red Sox.
Have you driven America's most capable truck? Have you driven the all-new 2008 Ford Super Duty? With the most towing and the most payload of any truck in its class. No wonder America's best-selling trucks are built Ford tough. And just announced, get up to $2,000 cash back plus 5.9% financing for 60 months on Ford Super Duty.
Honey? I think this might be our lucky day.
I think it might be.
I think this is what we've been waiting for.
I think it is.
Yes! It turned blue!
Introducing the Coors Light Cold Activated Bottle. The mountains turn from white to blue when your beer reaches the perfect temperature.
It's blue like your eyes.
My eyes are green!
Only from Frostbrewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
Extramark is just around your corner.
The San Francisco Giants will play their first ever series at Fenway next week, and you have a chance to witness this occasion from the Green Monster seats. The Red Sox Foundation is auctioning off Green Monster ticket packages for the Saturday, June 16th game that include your chance to watch batting practice from the Monster seats, complimentary food and beverages, and much more. To enter for your chance to win and benefit the Red Sox Foundation, visit redsox.com and click Foundation Ticket Auction link.
Mike Lowell leads it off here in the 2nd inning and has gone 2 for his last 14 over the last 4 games. I think a 324 overall, 11 homers and 45 runs batted in. And 45 RBIs has him tied for 6th in the American League in runs batted in, along with Justin Morneau. Julio Ordonez setting the pace in the AL with 54 RBIs.
Boy, those Tigers, they continue to score a lot of runs. First in the league in runs scored. They got a good outing last night from Verlander.
And they were able to beat Texas 10-0. And Kevin Millwood, who continues to struggle, the ace of the Texas Rangers team, falling to 2-5. Jason Kendall battles the sun and can't make the catch. Battled it for as long as he could, and then it glances off the glove. He's charged with an error.
That's exactly what I was talking about, Don. This is very difficult in day games here at the Coliseum. No clouds to help out, bright sunshine, and right at the last minute you can see Kendall, who was trying to block the sun with his glove, just lost the baseball.
So it forces Blanton to throw more pitches. Threw 22 pitches in the first inning. Chop left side to Chavez. Throws out his counterpart at first base, and there's one away.
The road to Fenway continues Monday night at McCoy Stadium as the Pawtucket Red Sox host the Ottawa Lynx live at 7 o'clock. Abe Alvarez takes the mound for the Paw Sox. See the Stars of tomorrow play today. That's Monday night at 7, only on NESN.
One down brings up Jason Varitek. It's a .273 with 6 homers and 28 runs batted in. Fly ball out to left field. Shannon Stewart has it lined up. And he puts it away for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down here for Blanton in the second inning.
Well, you might see a lot of first pitch swinging on both sides today because both pitches throw strikes. Blanton throws strikes, so does Curt Schilling.
2 down for Alex Cora, who gets the start today at second base for the Red Sox. Dustin Pedroia getting the day off, at least to begin the game. Cora at .304, 2 homers and 13 runs batted in. 2 for his last 20 over the last 6 games. And he's hitting at just .139 in his last 11 games. Today marks the 15th start at second base for him. He has made 6 starts at shortstop. And his last start was Monday at shortstop. Strike, and it's 2-1 to Cora. Joe Blanton last year 16-12 for the Oakland Athletics in 31 starts. Scudero's been busy to the backhand at shortstop. And it's a 1-2-3 second inning for Joe Blanton, done with an inning and a half. It's 1-0 Red Sox.
A 95-mile-an-hour fastball will reach home plate in 0.4 of a second. Watch every pitch in clear Panasonic motion. Panasonic Plasma for the speed of sports. Panasonic, ideas for life.
Hey! What? We've been waiting here all day. So have I. No. I was here first. That's cardboard cutout. That don't count. You have to go in the back.
Introducing revolutionary performance headwear from New Era. Get it at Olympia Sports.
No. It's okay. I'm the MVP. I get to go in first.
Introducing the new Chicken and Biscuit Bowl from KFC. Layers of mashed potatoes, sweet corn, all white meat chicken, new home-style white gravy, and a 3-cheese blend. And now it comes with a buttermilk biscuit. Dig into great layers of flavor with new KFC Famous Bowls.
At VIP Parts, Tires, and Service, we know how to show you and your car a little love. Need tires? Our Speed Lane pros help you make the right selection for the best price guaranteed. And we'll install them in under an hour. No wasted time. Just the biggest selection of name brand quality tires. Michelin, Pirelli, Goodyear, and more in stock when you need them. Installed by qualified service techs faster than anywhere. When you need quality name brand tires, make an appointment in our Speed Lane bay. VIP, a little love goes a...
Beginning June 26th, experienced a brand new approach to New England sports debate from Nesson and the Boston Globe with the Globe 10.0. Host Bob Ryan tackles the 10 hottest topics every Tuesday through Thursday. Watch the Globe 10.0 at 5:30, the new prime time, and get the point.
Second inning, Schilling back on the mound after a 1-2-3 first for Curt Schilling. 11 pitches has a 1-0 advantage thanks to Big Poppy's 11th home run of the year. Eric Chavez, Jack Cust, and Dan Johnson here in the second. And it's fouled off to our left. Chavez with 9 homers to go along with a .242 average and 28 runs batted in. Homering in each of the first 2 games of the series. Had the walk-off home run in game 1 of the series. Quickly 0-2. This player profile is brought to you by Sovereign Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox cable network. 8 of those home runs coming right here. McAfee Coliseum, only 1 on the road for Chavez. On the ground to Youkilis. Uke will take it himself for out number 1, and we check in for the first time with Tina Cervasio. Tina?
Don, we now know the story why Curt Schilling wears "For Pete's Sake" embroidered on his cleats all season. Well, when days that Curt is not pitching, he wears a black and red bracelet, and that is in honor of William Johnson. William's a 7-year-old boy from Medfield, Massachusetts, and he's suffering from spinal muscular atrophy. SMA is a degenerative nerve disease that affects William's legs and also his hip muscles, causing his legs to dislocate, so he's actually wearing leg casts right now on both legs. The bracelet is inscribed with the words SMA, rather cure SMA. And as a public figure, Curt's been able to help raise amazing awareness for the disease this season. And William Johnson's family is so grateful to all that Curt has done for them and their son. William also had a chance to meet Jason Varitek last season, along with the other kids from Tech's 33. So a little kid, big Red Sox fan. Again, Curt Schilling raising awareness for this disease.
Okay, thank you very much, Tina. That's certainly something that Curt does extremely well and has throughout his long storied career. And his wife Shonda both very big parts of the community, in whatever community they've been in Curt's long career. Whether it be Philadelphia or Arizona or in Boston. Jack Cust, the batter, with 1 down here in the second inning. Almost a strike, Schilling thought it was. And it's 3-1. That's to .238, 8 homers and 22 runs batted in. Cust will strike out on occasion as he swings and misses this time. Full count.
Had a good night last night, 2 for 4 in the ball game against the Red Sox. He's only faced Schilling once, and he's 1 for 1 against Curt.
He's a .359 hitter against the Red Sox in his career. Of course, Cust had previously played for the Baltimore Orioles in the American League. Strikes out this time. First K of the day for Curt Schilling. 2 down.
Good fastball there by Schilling going away from Cust. It registered at only 85, but I think that gun's not correct. That ball looked more like in the low 90s.
Dan Johnson.
So 2 down, and it brings up Dan Johnson, the first baseman for the A's. Johnson at .284, 5 homers and 22 runs batted in. He's just 2 for his last 20. Tried to hold up. Did he go? Yes, says Dan Iasagna, the third base umpire.
Well, the Red Sox have no beef right now with the third base umpire. They certainly did last night.
One and 2 now to Dan Johnson. Johnson spending time on the disabled list earlier this season. The left hip problem. Strikes out. Back-to-back Ks for Schilling. Down in order go the A's. We play 2. It's 1-0 Red Sox.
Welcome to Foxwoods. Can I take those for you?
Everybody break down. Everybody get loose now.
Everyone has a wild side. Let yours out at Foxwoods.
Everybody break out. Everybody get loose now. Everybody break out.
Would you like these back?
No, we're good.
Everybody break out.
Meet your wild side at Foxwoods.
Presenting the new Lincoln MKX Luxury Crossover. An entirely new approach to luxury from every angle. With a top pick for safety and the confidence of all-wheel drive, the Lincoln MKX raises the roof. The new Lincoln MKX Luxury Crossover starts at this great price. From the newest family of luxury vehicles, Lincoln.
Hello?
Mrs. Anderson, this is Mark Brown. I'm from the collections department of...
Hi. Listen, I'm sorry I haven't made my payment yet. I'll get it in as soon as I can.
Maybe you should call In Charge. They'll work with you and come up with a solution that's right for you.
When life hands you a little more than you can manage, call In Charge Debt Solutions. We're a nonprofit company that puts people back in control by helping them manage their debt. We'll stop the collection calls and we'll help lower your interest rates so you'll have one affordable monthly payment. Call In Charge today.
Well, this Father's Day, surprise your dad with a gift from the Boston Globe store. There you'll find new books by Dan Shaughnessy, plus great sports memorabilia, photos, and more. Shop for Dad at the Boston Globe store online. Call 1-888-665-2667.
Top of the third inning, and Coco Crisp leading it off for Boston. Crisp at .229 with a home run and 16 runs batted in. He is hitless in his last 8 trips. And it's just a 4 for his last 29. Swings at the 1-1 and sends it down the left field line. Shannon Stewart runs into foul ground and makes the catch.
For every Red Sox game that goes into extra innings or the Sox get a save, CVS Pharmacy will donate $500 to Children's Hospital. CVS Pharmacy is the official pharmacy of the Boston Red Sox.
One down, 5 in a row, retired by Joe Blanton.
When is Father's Day done?
It's next week from Sunday.
A week from this coming Sunday? So we'll be home against the Giants. That's when you get your 6-piece grill. That
like Bruins grill?
Yeah, the Bruins grill.
Can't wait. I just got to find somebody who's going to give me one.
Maybe the Bruins would be nice enough to give you one.
That would be nice. Doesn't go, says Dale Scott, first base umpire, and it's a ball and a strike to Lugo. Foul to the backstop, and it's 1-2. Like the A's white shoes.
Do you?
Yeah.
Now they've been wearing the white shoes for a long, long time. Back to the Charlie Finley days here in Oakland.
2-pitch fouled off to the right. And it's back and out of play.
Charlie had that mule that used to come across the field and make a mess of the field as it was coming across the field. Plus, you know, those great teams back in the mid to late 70s. Reggie Jackson, part of those. They were a unique group. They were a very difficult team to face. They had tremendous pitching, clutch hitting, very good defense. Campy Campaneris, Sal Bando, Gene Tennis, Dave Duncan, Joe Rudy.
On the ground toward second base, Ellis picks it up, and there's 2 down. A chance to spend some time with Gene Tennis, who's the Pawtucket Red Sox hitting coach. for a season in Pawtucket, late 90s, I would say, and he had a lot of stories about those guys, and you know, the rap on those guys that they didn't like each other very much, and it was a clubhouse that didn't really get along all that well, but boy, they played well.
They sure did. This was a very tough place to come play, that's for sure. And they, you know, they started, they had the mustaches, they had the long hair, and then of course they had these flashy Oakland uniforms with the white shoes.
So, ball and a strike to Kevin Youkilis. Did you wear the red shoes when you were in California? Did they have the red ones then?
Red in California, and I think for a while in Boston we had the red shoes. The first year or so I was there, then we went to the conventional black shoes after that.
And he's retired 6 in a row as Youkilis takes the ball outside. It's 3-1. Ball 4 and a 2-out base runner for the Red Sox. First walk of the day allowed by Joe Blanton. Time now for the Coors Coal Blast. David Ortiz, the difference in this game today is he homered off Joe Blanton in the first inning. And for Big Poppy, his 11th home run of the season. Outside for ball 1.
Now Blanton's had a couple of long stares in for Ron Culper. A few pitches that thought could have been strikes, not called strikes.
The league leaders are brought to you by Olympia Sports. And reaching base streaks. David Ortiz in 26 straight games. Youkilis in 28 straight games. The top 2 in the American League. Yuniesky Betancourt has got an 18-game hitting streak going along with that 18 consecutive games of reaching base. To first base, and Dan Johnson will just touch the bag. Blanton with some looks at home plate umpire Ron Culper as he headed off. 1-0 Red Sox.
If you owe over $10,000 to the IRS or state, call American Tax Relief for a free consultation. We've helped thousands of Americans settle their tax debt for a fraction of what they owed.
Once we hired American Tax Relief, the IRS stopped contacting us. That was an immediate relief.
And they settled our tax debt for a fraction of what we owed.
If you owe over $10,000 to the IRS or state, we can help you settle for less, maybe a lot less.
Call 800-294-1563 for your free consultation.
Order of the quarter. You say you're the memory foam king, but you're just 8 inches thick at $15.99. My Bob-O-Pedic is 10 inches thick at $9.99.
I'm Tempur-Pedic. Size doesn't matter.
Then why, at 10 inches, does your price skyrocket to $23.99?
I'm a Tempur-Pedic.
Mine comes in firm, plush, or half firm, half plush for the same $9.99. Do you?
But
are you really worth $1,400 more?
I'm a Tempur-Pedic. You be the judge.
1-0 Red Sox lead. We mentioned Blanton not happy with a couple of pitches that Culper did not see his favor. And at the end of the inning, Culper actually went to Kendall to talk to him, and I think to send a message to Blanton, and they kind of exchanged pleasantries. So it's been chippy here in this series for both teams.
Bob Guerin talking to Blanton. Blemish so far for Blanton, the home run by Ortiz in the first. He was He's able to retire 6 in a row before the walk of Euclid. Ends up getting Ortiz to ground out. To third, Mike Lowell sets himself the throw. And plenty of time to get Marco Scutaro, who's gone on 1 pitch here in the 3rd inning.
Don, as we near the end of this weekend coming up, a new homestand coming up with Colorado and, of course, the Giants. Tickets now, the names of the tickets for those who won my free tickets, the season tickets to games next week are at theRemoryReport.com, so go check it out and see if you have won 2 tickets to a game against Colorado or the Giants.
Now, if you have one, where do you pick up your tickets?
At Bertucci's in Kenmore Square, and while you're there, grab a free pizza.
Nice.
So those will be listed today, so go and check it out and see if you're going to be at that next homestand. I hope you are.
Arcadze batting and taking the strike from Schilling, who's retired the first 7 that he's faced today. Arcadze 2 for 19 since coming back off the disabled list after the back surgery. Put him on the DL to begin the year. Arcadze now appearing in his 7th game since coming back. Last year he hit .474 against the Red Sox, 18 for 38. It's a fly ball this time to center field. Coco Crisp makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Boston Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Nissan. Olympia Sports, the official sporting goods retailer, the New England Sports Network, and by Dunkin' Donuts. 2 down here in the 3rd inning, and it brings up Jason Kendall. Highlighted in the series, a .301 career hitter, and this season hitting at just .194. And it is June the 7th, and there's still a low batting average for Jason Kendall. Tough to figure out. He's just 4 for his last 17. The key matchup is brought to you by Killian's, and lots of at-bats for Kendall against Curt Schilling. He's hit at .309 off Curt and 68 at-bats, 21 hits.
And again, as we've mentioned in this series, very shallow in both center field and right field against Kendall. Manny about straight up on left field. Big gap between left field and Coco Crisp.
Does not have a lot of power. He's been known, of course, for long stints in between home runs. 152 games and 598 at bat, homerless streak, dating back to his last home run on May 31st of last year against Kansas City. And he hit it against Joel Peralta. To right and set up perfectly is Drew on the sinking liner. He makes the grab. In order, go the A's. We play 3. It's 1-0 Red Sox.
Behind.
On average, people run 11 minutes late. But with TD Bank North's more convenient hours, it doesn't matter. Banking that's faster, easier, hassle-free. We're TD Bank North.
Introducing the all-new Chevy Silverado. Best when you buy it. Best when you own it. Best in the long run. This is our best truck ever. The all-new Chevy Silverado. And now, get 0% APR on any 07 Silverado half-ton, or get $1,500 total cash back on every Silverado. Come in today for the #1 selling trucks in Maine.
Okay, here it is. I'm a truck driver, and I love it. I finished school in just 4 weeks. I found that I just kept putting it off and putting it off. Next week became next month, which became next year. Finally, I decided to go for it. Even before I graduated, I had 6 job offers. And the one I chose, I'll make $40,000 the first year. That's not bad starting pay. Plus, I get benefits, including the best one, freedom of the open road.
Take your first step toward a new career in trucking. Call Northeast Tech today.
On average, people run 11 minutes late. But with TD Bank North's more convenient hours, it doesn't matter. Banking that's faster, easier, hassle-free. We're TD Bank North.
The top 9 countdown of all things Sox for the past week. Don't miss Granite City Electric Ultimate Red Sox Show with Hazel May. Hazel will look back at the news and events surrounding the Red Sox. Don't miss the Granite City Electric Ultimate Red Sox Show this and every Sunday at 12:30 right before our pregame coverage begins.
Manny Ramirez leads it off as we head to the top half of the 4th inning. Ramirez, Drew, and Lowell to face Joe Blanton. And with a look back as Culpa called the strike. Ramirez singled into center field first time up, one of 2 hits given up today by Joe Blanton.
Sounded like on Monday when Tito was talking to the media like Manny might have today off against Blanton. Now he's got great numbers against Blanton. But as we check the lineup today, the only really change was getting Curt in there for a game and Pedroia out for a rest.
Seems like 3 or 4 different times this season Terry would like to have given Manny a day off, but it's Manny who said, I don't want the day off.
You know what I think happened, Don? I think Tito was talking out of fatigue that first day. You know, that West Coast flight getting in at 5:30 in the morning, and I think as bad as everybody felt, he probably felt, you know, as well as these games go on, I'm going to try to rest everybody, but that really hasn't been the case. You know, once you get a good night's sleep, you feel a little better.
Yeah, Terry that first day said that there may not be a game the entire trip.
Yeah,
He's going to use all 9 guys.
And I didn't quite buy that.
No, it lasted 1 day. All 3 to Ramirez, and it's a full count.
You know, plus now you're going to Arizona after this game to play a 3-game series where somebody's not going to be able to play because it's in the American League, a National League city.
Opposite field, switcher coming in, and he'll make the catch. He'll grab it and get a good jump. And Ramirez retired. Let's check out the Aflac trivia question today. Well, the question is, when was the last time the Red Sox were swept in a 4-game series on the road? We'll have the answer for you a little bit later. The A's are attempting to record their 2nd ever 4-game series sweep of the Red Sox since moving to Oakland in 1968. Their only 4-game sweep of the Red Sox came August 10th through the 12th in 1971 at Boston. That is not the answer to our Aflac trivia question. It's happened more recently for the Red Sox. From shortstop comes Scudero, and the throw in time to get Drew. There's 2 down here in the 4th.
Looked like JD got jammed a little bit on that as it softly went up over the head of Blanton, but Scudero there covering the ground and throwing him off at first base. It didn't look like he got jammed, but it didn't seem like a hard line drive off the bat. I guess I've turned a lot of people onto the air guitar, haven't I?
Yes, you have. Your unique take on it. Everything was going great until your knee gave out. You know, they actually have air guitar contests. You could enter and win. I think pretty safe to say you still got it going on a little bit, even in your advanced stage.
Yeah, well, I told you I have some ideas for Rem Dog Nation and Red Sox Nation, and who knows? Who knows? Maybe there could be something there.
The king of air guitars. Just do it on a table that's a little bigger than 2 feet. You'll be all set. I think what you could do with a large stage and no threat of falling.
They put on a pretty good show.
I'm very impressed. It's outside. Justin White tells me that the U.S. air guitar winner gets $1,000. So it could be profitable for you too. I mean, but that's
peanuts.
You could go on tour with that across the country.
That's peanuts.
Center field.
My idea would make him a lot more money.
Kotze's there, takes him onto the dirt of the track in order to go the Sox in the 4th. 3.5 done, 1-0 Red Sox.
Hey, boss, do we have Aflac?
Yeah, we have something else.
But if you're hurt and miss work, does it pay cash like Aflac does? Nah. Or let you spend it any way you want, like for gas and groceries?
Nah.
Or help with everyday bills like Aflac does?
Nah.
There's only one Aflac. Ask about it at work.
Nice try, boss.
That's Rusty Wallace, amazing driver. He's also my third cousin once removed. That's his brother, Mike Wallace, driver of the Geico Chevrolet. I could see why Geico sponsors Mike. And when he does well, people will think about saving money on car insurance. Whereas if I were driving that car, all they could think about is, there goes Lauren Wallace, greatest thing that ever climbed into a race car. Poor fella. He has no idea.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Have you heard about the benefits of a reverse mortgage? If you're a homeowner, 62 years or older, and would like to supplement your monthly income, a reverse mortgage could be the key to living comfortably in retirement. U.S. government-insured reverse mortgages allow seniors to convert the equity in their home into cash without having to move or make monthly loan payments. We offer a free information kit and video explaining everything you need to know about a reverse mortgage.
Call 800-300-4519.
We'll find out who the Red Sox picked in today's draft, and tune in to NESN this Saturday at 7 o'clock to see them in action in the All-American Baseball Game high school event in Albuquerque, New Mexico. The game played this past Monday features some of the nation's top high school players. That's Saturday at 7 o'clock on NESN. Albuquerque. Well, travels well in Albuquerque.
You play in Albuquerque?
Albuquerque, yep.
Must be the Albuquerque Dukes with the Dodgers. I don't know who's there now.
Yeah, it was the Dodgers when I played against them. I think it was AAA then. Yeah.
PCL?
Yeah.
Schilling's retired the first 9 that he's faced today. Second time through the A's order. It's Shannon Stewart who leads it off. Stewart, Ellis, and Swisher against Schilling. Shannon Stewart line to right, first time up. Stewart with 2 home runs so far in this season, both on the road. He's not hit one here at McAfee Coliseum this season. And he's been playing a lot lately for the A's. He started 41 of the last 48 games in the leadoff spot. So Milton Bradley has been on the DL, activated from the DL, but still unable to come back. Was in the original starting lineup last night. Shannon Stewart was not, but Milton Bradley scratched right before the game, and Shannon Stewart right back in there again. Gets the start again today. Schilling ahead 1-2. Center field, and Coco Crisp been busy out there, and he handles out number 1. Check out the answer to our Aflac trivia question today. When was the last time the Red Sox were swept in a 4-game series on the road? September 3rd through the 6th of 1998 against the Toronto Blue Jays. And the Red Sox certainly hoping that is not the case in this series. They dropped the first 3. Here's Mark Ellis. Line to center field first time up. For the cycle here the other night in the first game of the series. The 17th cycle in Athletics history Monday night. The 6th in Oakland history, and the 2nd ever here at McAfee Coliseum. Eric Chavez with the other back on June 21st of 2000. Good foul. 4th time in his career that he's had 4 hits in a game.
Athletics have always been very kind on getaway days here. It seems like you always have a early afternoon game. They used to start at 12 o'clock. 12:30 here local time today.
Popped up, plenty of foul ground. See if somebody can get to it. Varitek and Youkilis, and Varitek just couldn't quite get there.
He wanted to slide, then I think his shin guard got stuck in the dirt. And you can be in a full-out sprint and still not be able to get to a pop-up because of all the foul territory. There's a slide, and it looks like he just gets stuck in that dirt and cannot make the play. One thing you don't have to worry about here, there are steps that go down into the dugouts, but it's not a long fall. But I don't think you could run in that far and actually fall into the dugout.
Strike 3 call. Nellis shakes his head as he walks away. It's the third strikeout for Curt Schilling.
Looks like maybe a cut fastball from Schilling that picks up the outside corner for the strikeout.
Curt's retired the first 11 that he's faced today, and here's Nick Swisher. You mentioned the A's always providing getaway days, and they did that last year. Curt Schilling, of course, picking up his 3,000th strikeout of his career, and he did it against Nick Swisher. He bats now 2 down in the 4th inning.
And they've got a nice crowd here this afternoon, pretty similar to what we've had for the first 3 games of this series, it looks like.
Well, the crowds have been in the 32,000 range for the first couple games of the series, and every bit as big today.
A little bit warmer this afternoon than what we've experienced the first 3 nights.
Fouled off down by the shoe tops for Swisher. Curt Schilling, just the 5-inning effort last time out against the Yankees in the 11-6 loss. They've upped the home run to Posada in the 6th inning after that long 29-minute rain delay. Schilling coming back out and surrendering the home run. He gave up 9 hits, 4 runs over the 5 innings. No decision against the A's earlier this season back on May 1st in a 7-inning effort, giving up just 2 runs. Check swing grounder at Youkilis at first base. Schilling there to cover. And Curt has retired the first 12 that he faces today. We played 4 from McAfee Coliseum. It's 1-0 Boston.
The curveball will spin up to 30 times a second and break as much as 17 inches. Watch every pitch in clear Panasonic motion. Panasonic Plasma for the speed of sports. Panasonic, ideas for life.
Do you need a home loan? Let us help you today. Here at the National Mortgage Center, you are our valued customer. Imagine having up to 3 banks competing for your business.
It's true. I made one fast and easy phone call. I was approved, and I received 3 great offers to refinance my home.
Homeowners, wouldn't you prefer the banks competing for your business? Call this number right now and receive up to 3 free quotes for your home loan needs.
I was dangerously in debt. My credit was in the low 500s. But after one quick phone call, I was approved for 3 life-changing offers. And now I'm debt-free.
Cash in today. Get money for debt consolidation, home improvements, even vacations. Our banks have the lowest rates in the industry. Poor credit? No problem. Call our loan hotline today and receive up to 3 free quotes.
It's that easy. The National Mortgage Center helped me. They can help you too.
All homeowners are approved for up to 3 free quotes. So call our 24-hour loan hotline now.
More inside analysis, more highlights, more exclusive interviews.
So much more, we had to call it extra.
WB Mason's Extra Innings and Granite City Electric's Extra Innings Extra.
Tickets are now on sale for the second annual Futures at Fenway doubleheader at Fenway Park on August 11th. The low-price twin bill is presented by Filene's Basement and features Portland and Lowell clubs this year. See RedSox.com for details.
Top half of the 5th inning. Red Sox captain Jason Varitek leading it off. Sending one foul down towards the Red Sox pen.
As I mentioned in the open, Don, you were drafted today, #1 pick by the next expansion team that comes into baseball. What do you think that might be?
I think it's going to be a little while, so I'll have to
Vegas?
stay in shape in the meantime.
How about Vegas?
Bo Mills knows where he's going to the Indians. As Blanton off the hill to retrieve it, he throws out Varitek. And let's send it to Tina Cervasio.
Well, we've been talking so much about the draft today and Bo Mills, like you just said, Don, going to the Indians. How about Brad Mills' early days? His first major league hit came on June 8th, 1980. He was with the Montreal Expos, and his manager was Dick Williams.
I get down to first base, and Keith Hernandez is the first baseman for St. Louis at that time. And all of a sudden, everybody stood up and started clapping. And we're cheering and yelling and everything. And Keith goes, he's proud, and he says, you ought to tip your hat. There's 50,000 people here. You better tip your hat. And, not knowing anything, I went ahead and did. But they were clapping because a man had just landed on the moon or something, and they flashed it on the scoreboard. They went nuts.
And Brad says his teammates lost it in the Expos dugout. They were rolling. He said he was a little embarrassed at first, but it was very funny. It's all part of his initiation into Major League Baseball. But I wonder if he ever got Keith Hernandez back for making him do that.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good one. Now, you said sign with the. He hasn't signed yet. He's still got some dealing to do, wheeling and dealing.
All you can think about is the cash. This is the second time you brought up the cash, but you're right. To right field, Swisher headed back, and it'll take him to the dirt of the track, but there's 2 down. Or giving it a ride. But you're right. I mean, there's going to be some cake there for him.
I think, didn't Brad say that they had hired the Hendricks brothers to handle the contract for Bo Mills and
Roger Clemens guys, right?
Right. So, there'll be some negotiating going on, and you try to squeeze every little penny you can out of the Cleveland Indians. Why not?
But I am noticing a recurring theme here about cash.
Well, if we get a #1 pick, I mean, it's all about the cash, right?
That's true.
Then go play.
2 down in the inning, Coco Crisp. The difference, too, with the draft, I think, in baseball, more so than the other sports, is that the impact of the first-round draft choice is not generally felt for a while afterwards. I mean, you remember the first-round guy, and you don't hear about him for maybe a year or two as he develops through the system.
Yeah.
Look at a guy like that in the other sports, and you're thinking about how he's going to fit into your team almost immediately.
Yeah, but, the guys coming out of college now who are #1 picks, I mean, their rise to the big leagues is much quicker, and especially if you're a pitcher.
Craig Hansen and some others that have quickly arrived on the scene. J.D. Drew, of course, another guy, but electing not to sign with the team that drafted him in the first round, first time around.
And they still let him have it in Philadelphia about that.
Just fouls it off. For the college player who goes and plays the 4 years, really feel like it's that big a difference? I mean, some of these college programs now are so advanced, I guess, that those guys are better schooled during that time.
Yeah, times have changed, and college baseball is much, much better now than it, back in the dinosaur days when I was here. I mean, it seemed like at that time most of the draft picks came out of high school, but the college programs are so good now and these guys can jump up. I mean, they may not be a high draft pick out of high school, but you go put 3 or 4 good years in college, and you can jump up to a #1. Plus, you always have that education to fall back on just in case things don't work out.
Coco Crisp with a swing and a foul chip held onto by Kendall. It's the first strikeout for Blanton. We're halfway through this one. It's a 1-0 Red Sox lead.
Having a half-ton with the most legroom and a fancy rear seat is great, but truckers want to know if it's still got some truck left in it. Put it this way, if it'll draw bar pull 6,400 pounds of dead weight, towing 10,100 pounds is a walk in the park. Hello, Dolly. Available on the all-new Tundra Crew Max, the truck that's changing it all.
Not all the energy for our fuel comes from oil in the ground. A lot of it comes from our people, who year in and year out put so much of their energy into everything they do. So you can be sure that when you put Valero gas into your tank, you're going to get a lot out of it. Valero, the energy to take you anywhere.
My neighbor drove all over town to find the best deal on a cell phone. I just logged on to Let's Talk. They make it easy to compare plans from all major carriers and find cell phone deals that are much cheaper than retail.
Like the hot BlackBerry Pearl with music and video player, a $369 value, yours free after mail-in rebate and new calling plan.
Let's Talk has the best prices, the best plans, and the most free phones guaranteed.
Log on to 25letstalk.com or call now to order your BlackBerry Pearl. Let's Talk, the smarter way to shop for cell phones. So log on or call now.
Time now for the Panasonic Plasma replay so you can catch this again in crisp, rich, detailed motion. 3 strikeouts so far in this game for Schilling, back-to-back with fastballs to Cuss and Johnson in the 2nd inning, and the cut fastball to Ellis for the 2nd out of the 4th inning.
The pitching line is brought to you by Nissan. As Schilling works here into the bottom of the 5th inning, having thrown 48 pitches through the first 4, and retiring the first 12 batters that he's faced today. The first pitch, strike to Eric Chavez. Grounded out first base, first time up. Shallow left center as over comes Manning. Almost had that one get away from him, but he reaches back and makes the catch.
Of all the days we've been here, today is the less amount of wind that we have seen. Manny almost overrunning this fly ball as he has to reach back over his head to make the catch. The warmest day we've had, and certainly still breezy, but not like it had been the first 3 days.
One down for Jack Cust, who struck out swinging first time up. Jack Cust with big league time in Arizona, Colorado, Baltimore, San Diego last year, and this year the Oakland A's. Makes the strike and is down 0-2. Parts of 2 seasons with the Orioles, 2003 and 2004. A total of 5 major league home runs coming into this season, and has a total of 8 home runs in his first go around with the A's. Swing and a miss. Schilling picks up his 4th strikeout of the day, and there's 2 down here in the 5th. Second time that he's gotten cussed.
Yeah, it goes up and in when he gets ahead of him with a fastball, then down and away with the split-fingered fastball for the strikeout.
It's the outing before his last one that he said it was the best splitter he's had since 2001 in his estimation. Last time not quite as good. Good one right there to pick up his 4th strikeout. Yeah, Johnson bats. He struck out looking back in the 2nd inning.
I found that comment hard to believe, too, because we've seen some pretty good splitters since 2001. And maybe consistently, what he was talking about. That game 2 games ago against Cleveland, he was at outstanding stuff in that ball game.
7-inning effort against Cleveland in which he struck out a season-high 10. This is the mark that time. Falls behind 2-1.
Tried the straight change again that time. He's thrown a couple of those in the game today.
On the ground, softly at Lugo at shortstop, bobbles it, turns and cannot get Johnson. He'll reach at first base. And they charge Lugo with an error. This will be the first base runner of the day for the A's. Schilling had retired the first 14 that he faced, but an error charge to Lugo allows Johnson to reach.
Yeah, the ball just comes up and gets him right at the top of the glove. Error number 7 on the season for Julio Lugo.
Well, Schilling will now have to operate from the stretch for the first time today, after working 4 2/3 from the full line. Scudero bounced to third base first time up. Strike, and it's 1-1. Tough start to the season, hitting at 139 in April. Hit at 326 during the month of May. And starting for the 20th time this season, he started at 5 different positions this year for the A's. 8 times at second base, 5 at short, 4 at third, 1 in left, 1 in right. And today getting the start at shortstop, giving Bobby Crosby the day off. Scudero grounded out to third base his first time up. Schilling getting Chavez to fly to left. Cuss struck out. Dan Johnson reaches on the error by Lugo. First base runner of the day for the Oakland Athletics. Scudero takes strike 2 and it evens up 2-2. Scudero fouling that off 2-2.
I didn't see many fastballs in this at bat, and Schilling with the fastball at 91 outside part of the plate. Scudero just able to foul it off.
So the short lead at first extends it as Youkilis holds him on. Fly ball right field. Drew waiting on it and putting it away. Schilling works around the error in the inning. We have played 5. It is 1-0 Boston.
With convenient flights every day, Southwest Airlines gives you the freedom to do business out of town and still come home at night.
Winston, I'm home!
With 23 daily nonstops from Manchester and Providence to Baltimore, Washington, Southwest is taking low fares farther.
You are now free to move about the country.
At VIP, we know that when it's time to show your car a little love, you don't want to waste time searching for parts. We have the part you need when you need it. Names like Moog, Bosch, and Fram, always available for the best prices around. VIP has the biggest inventory anywhere, and all our people are car people. They know the part you need, where to find it, and how to install it. Don't waste your time going anywhere else. When you want to get what you're looking for, head to VIP. A little love goes a long way.
Hello?
Mrs. Anderson, this is Mark Brown. I'm from the collections department of...
Hi. Listen, I'm sorry I haven't made my payment yet. I'll get it in as soon as I can.
Maybe you should call In Charge. They'll work with you and come up with a solution that's right for you.
When life hands you a little more than you can manage, call In Charge Debt Solutions. We're a nonprofit company that puts people back in control by helping them manage their debt. We'll stop the collection calls, and we'll help lower your interest rates, so you'll have one affordable monthly payment. Call In Charge today.
Tonight at 10 o'clock, stay with Nesson for Sports Test with Hazel May, presented by FW Webb, home of Frank Webb's Bath Centers. Among the topics tonight, a full report on Patriots minicamp as it finishes today. LeBron James begins his quest for the NBA Finals, and a complete Major League Baseball draft breakdown. That's Sports Test with Hazel May, tonight at 10, live in HD, and it's only on Nesson.
Top half of the 6th inning, Red Sox on top 1-0 is the top of the Red Sox order. Julio Lugo leads it off. Julio is grounded out twice, once to short, once to second. Pops it up foul. That'll reach the seats.
Well, only 2 hits for the Red Sox, and both of those coming in the first inning back-to-back. The home run by David Ortiz, the base hit by Manny Ramirez.
Strike, and it's 1-2. Joe Blanton from Brownsville, Kentucky. The town is so small that when he was in 7th grade, he was on the varsity team. As this one was popped up foul, backing out of play. And it's 1-2 still.
Well, maybe he was that good that in the 7th grade he could be on the varsity team. How small can the town be?
Well,
they have 15 people.
Bland's hometown of Bowling Green, Kentucky is so small, Jerry. The high school allows 7th and 8th graders to play on the varsity baseball team, which is how he got 6 letters. He strikes out Julio Lugo. Second strikeout for Blanton, and it's the first out of the 6th inning.
Did you ever get a letter when you were in high school?
Yeah.
And did you wear your letter jacket around?
I sure did. Pimped around in it, yeah.
What did you get the letter in?
Baseball and basketball.
Wow.
Yeah, I was a 2-letter guy.
2-sport guy. Huh?
Yeah.
All-state in 2 states.
Yeah. How'd you know I strut my jacket around?
I just had a feeling you were the kind of guy that would wear all your letters on your high school jacket. That seems to me you were that type of guy. Matter of fact, someone from the Orsillo family must have a photo of their son with his high school jacket on. I'd love to see that.
I might have a photo with me. Hold on. Anyway, Joe Blanton,
6 letters.
7th grade. He was on the varsity
right?
team. Ended up with 6 varsity letters. On the ground to third base, Chavez stepped to his left. And he throws out Euclid, 2 down here in the 6th.
Well, Covidian is a proud sponsor of the Boston Red Sox and the Red Sox Foundation, helping to raise money for life-saving cancer research.
David Ortiz.
Joe Blanton went on to pitch for the University of Kentucky. And back in 2001, he led the Cape Cod League in strikeouts. 77 strikeouts in 68 innings.
What position did you play in basketball?
Basketball, I was a 2-guard.
Shooting guard?
Yeah. My favorite was when you had the zone defense. That gave me a chance to put up a lot. Now, not a lot went down, but I had the chance to shoot.
2-guard.
Yeah. What's so funny? You know, I have feelings. I have feelings.
Surprised you get drafted in the NBA.
What is so unbelievable about me being a two-guy?
Well, I didn't think he was a point guard. You don't have that kind of quickness, and I'm sure you didn't like to dish the ball around, but I'm sure you did like to shoot.
Batter, left fielder, Manny Ramirez.
No. Second walk allowed by Blanton. Ortiz at first base with 2 down.
Do you have 10-foot baskets or 7? Bet you were one of those guys that when they rebound or the shot went up, you know, from the other team, you just took off for the easy layup.
Oh yeah, throw that the other way. Well, I like to get a jump, you know. I didn't really like defense very much. To right field by Manny. It's twisting as it heads down the right field line and is a foul ball.
Well, certainly the distance was there for Ramirez, but as the ball slicing off the bat of the right-hander, it'll end up in foul territory.
I found the defense to be boring and unnecessary.
I can see where that would be. Yeah, I can see where that would be again.
Really twisting away, pitch inside. And he singled back in the first inning. He's got one of only 2 hits for the Red Sox, and both of those hits for Boston came in the first inning. David Ortiz with a home run, followed up by the single by Manning. 3-1. Blanton has been unimpressed by Ron Kulpa's work behind the dish today for the most part. Center field, Mark Kotze. A walk in the inning, but Ortiz is left. We played 5.5. It's 1-0 Red Sox.
If you owe over $10,000 to the IRS or state, call American Tax Relief for a free consultation. We've helped thousands of Americans settle their tax debt for a fraction of what they owed.
Once we hired American Tax Relief, the IRS stopped contacting us. That was an immediate relief.
And they settled our tax debt for a fraction of what we owed.
If you owe over $10,000 to the IRS or state, we can help you settle for less, maybe a lot less.
Call 800-294-1563 for your free consultation.
If you don't build the right deck in the first place, time and weather will just wear it away. So we engineered and treated our LP Weather Best decking so it looks beautiful, lasts longer, and needs less maintenance. That leaves more time for what you really want to do on a deck. Nothing at all. We're not looking for a genius grant, just ways to make life easier. That's what we do. We make the products that build the homes simply better. LP Building Products. Build with us.
Meet Michael Johnson, the world's fastest man. Michael holds the world 200 and 400-meter records. When he turns off the lights at night, he's in bed before the room gets dark. Still got it. Brian, what's up? Hey, Michael, how are you? Moving this quick can make you hot in a hurry.
Michael!
So as the world's fastest man called for
Coors Light.
Frost Brewed Coors Light. The world's most refreshing beer.
These are from Michael.
Ladies.
Hi, Michael.
Boston Red Sox baseball in Nesson is brought to you by Pepsi and by LP Weather Best. Red Sox and Oakland A's into the bottom of the 6th inning with the Red Sox on top 1-0. Mark Kotze, Jason Kendall, and Shannon Stewart. It's a bad year for the Athletics in the 6th. And look at the breakdown for Schilling, who's at 65 pitches through the first 5 innings. Only 1 base runner so far today for the A's. Dan Johnson, who reached on an error last inning. Matze drives it to center field, sending Chris back onto the warning track to make the catch in front of the wall. Very similar to the grab that he made last night. Had to extend a little bit more this time with the arm in the end, but he grabs it for out number 1 at the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, very, very similar to the play last night. Under total control is Coco Chris. I think he had to go a little bit harder, though, after this one, as it was hit harder. Full speed is Chris. Never took his eye off the baseball and makes the catch just in front of that wall. Boy, that was very similar to the one he made last night.
Longest streak in the American League of consecutive errorless games out there in center field, 103. And a great grab for out number 1 here of the 6th inning. Here's Jason Kendall. Lined out to right field first time up. Ball right field. Drew heading back to make the catch for out number 2. We're here at McAfee Coliseum in Oakland. Don Orsillo, Jerry Remy, and Tina Cervasio bringing you Boston Red Sox baseball in high definition. It's game 4 of the series. Red Sox trying to stay out of a sweep by the Oakland A's after dropping the first 3 games of this series. Shannon Stewart bats with 2 outs. Home run of the game back in the first inning, David Ortiz. Able to hit his 11th home run of the year and give the Red Sox a 1-0 advantage. Curt Schilling retired the first 14 batters he faced before Dan Johnson reached on an error. Curt's got the first 2 outs here of the 6th inning. Inside of 3rd and foul. 1-2 now to Shannon Stewart.
Both pitches really coming as advertised. Schilling with no walks in the ball game. 1 walk. That was against Ortiz for Blanton.
Shannon Stewart now 33 years old. Spending the bulk of his major league career as a member of the Toronto Blue Jays. He broke in 1995 with the Jays. He's in Toronto until 2003 and has spent the last 4 years as part of the Minnesota Twins. Former first-round draft choice by the Blue Jays in '92. To first base, and it's played by Youkilis by himself. We have played 6 from Oakland. It's 1-0 Red Sox.
What is...
On average, people run 11 minutes late. But with TD Bank North's more convenient hours, it doesn't matter. Banking that's faster, easier, hassle-free. We're TD Bank North.
People everywhere are joining Expo TV to create a totally new kind of shopping show called Crave. Crave stars real people giving reviews of the stuff they've bought and love. And you're a real person, so why not give it a try? You'll earn $5 for each review you make, and you could end up on TV. Learn more at Expo TV On Demand. Just turn to Channel 1 and select Expo TV. Only on Time Warner Digital Cable. Expo TV, where seeing is believing.
Bangor Municipal Golf Course is a 27-hole championship course that will challenge golfers of all abilities and features great practice facilities. Learning to improve your golf game has never been easier. With PGA pros available for private and group lessons, our restaurant and lounge is a great place to relax. And our full-service pro shop is fully stocked with the most popular name brands and equipment, with custom fitting and repair services available. If you're looking for the total golf experience, schedule your tee time today at Bangor Municipal Golf Course.
Introducing the all-new Chevy Silverado.
Best when you buy it. Best when you own it. Best in the long run. This is our best truck ever. The all-new Chevy Silverado. And now, get 0% APR on any 07 Silverado half-ton, or get $1,500 total cash back on every Silverado. Come in today for the #1 selling trucks in Maine.
On average, people run 11 minutes late. But with TD Bank North's more convenient hours, it doesn't matter. Banking that's faster, easier, hassle-free. We're TD Bank North.
Don't feel good for J.D. Drew. He's hit the ball hard earlier in the game on a line drive right to Marco Scutaro. Ground out last time, but a single to begin things here in the 7th.
Yeah, J.D. Drew jumping on that changeup, it looks like. And right up the middle for the base hit. So you're right, Don. I mean, any luck at all, he could be 2 for 3 in this ball game today. The line drive right at the shortstop Scutaro back in the 1st inning. And the Red Sox pick up their first hit since back in the 1st inning.
First time in the game that the Red Sox have had the lead runner on today. Mike Lowell has grounded out to third base and fly to center field. Flores is up. First action we've seen in the Oakland pen today. It's reaching almost 100 pitches today. Pitch a strike to Lowell, and it's 2-1.
And he's also coming off that complete game last time out against the Minnesota Twins. 108 pitches in that game.
First inning through 22 pitches. As he checks on Drew at first base.
2-1 count, sometimes a hit and run count.
Fly ball right field. Swisher puts it away, and there's one down. Send it back to Boston and Tom Caron.
Thank you, Don. New England starting to deal with game break. Casey Blake now has a 16-game hitting streak, 2-run homer off Zach Greinke there. Part of an 8-3 win for the Indians over Kansas City. Fausto Carmona wins his 7th game of the year, revitalizing himself as a starter. Guys.
All right, Tom, thanks very much. Fausto Carmona was part of the 2 walk-off wins for the Red Sox during a very tough series for him last year when he was being used experimentally as the closer. And Bob Wickman had left the Cleveland Indians. They were left without one for a while. And he has really figured it out as a starter this season. 7 victories now. Veritek has flied to left and grounded back to the mound. He's 0 for 2.
Plus J.D. Drew at first base, only 1 steal on the season, caught 1 time. And with those leg problems, I'd be very surprised to see him attempt to steal.
J.D. stole 19 bases in his first year in the big leagues. The St. Louis Cardinals. That was as high as far as stolen bases go. Last year stealing 2 with the LA Dodgers, 1 the year before in his first season in Los Angeles, 2005. Strike to Veritek, and it's 2-1.
Slow changeup that time from Blanton, and that fastball count to Veritek. Added a right-hander down in the bullpen. Flores, and also now so Colby Lewis again loosening up.
There goes Drew at first as Veritek lines it into center field. J.D. hitting on to third base on the single for Veritek. A little hit and run that time, and it's 1st and 3rd now with 1 down.
Yeah, they had that situation, a 2-1 count with Lowell at the plate. No hit and run there, but a hit and run with Jason Veritek. And the line shot up the middle. Drew just continues on to third base. Red Sox having some problem scoring runs in this series, and put a couple of plays on, see if he can create some holes.
Alex Cora 0 for 2 in the game today. He's grounded out to short. Fly to the warning track in right field. Pops it up. Foul ground. Chavez with a long run. Makes the catch. Turns and looks back to the bag at third and throws in that direction to make sure that J.D. Drew wasn't going anywhere. Nice play by Chavez, who broke right away and almost overran it as the ball was coming back to him.
And again, battling the high sky, the sun, and everything. And see him there trying to block the sun with his glove. Makes the catch over his shoulder, and they almost double up J.D. Drew.
How about his center fielder, Coco?
Looks like Scudero, the shortstop, got over to third base, and Chavez with the throw to third base, but Drew back just in time.
So 2 down, and Coco Crisp, the batter. Fouled out to the left fielder Shannon Stewart and struck out swinging. First pitch strike. There's Coco shaking his head. Joe Blanton with 2 strikeouts so far today. The strikeout high is 7. He's done that 3 different times on the season. Back to Blanton, who picks it nicely and gets out of the jam. Red Sox strand a pair. It's 1-0 Boston, 7th inning stretch time. It's time now for a Sports Desk update with Hazelman.
Don, thank you. Hi, everybody. Coming up tonight at 10 and 11 on Sports Desk, presented by FW Webb, home of Frank Webb's Bass Centers, of course. A complete recap and post-game reaction from today's Red Sox game. LeBron James and the Cavs open the NBA Finals against Tim Duncan and the Spurs. And the Patriots wrap up minicamp. A full report from Foxborough. I'll see you later tonight. Back to Oakland after this short break.
So, you've been going out, huh? Big parties, music, pretty ladies. Son, we need to talk about protection.
Dad, I'm 26.
Yeah, I know. But you're never too grown up for your old man to give you one of these.
Oh, man. Dad, thanks.
Every Coors Light can has a protective liner to lock in that refreshing frost brewed taste.
You can never be too careful.
Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
I am your idea. Color me. Get me noticed. Make me shout. And stand out. Give me Rico color. That always works. I am your idea. Make me brighter. Make me shine. I am your idea. Get me in there. Make it happen. In flying colors. It's you and me, and here we go. With Rico.
Have you heard about the benefits of a reverse mortgage? If you're a homeowner, 62 years or older, and would like to supplement your monthly income, a reverse mortgage could be the key to living comfortably in retirement. U.S. government-insured reverse mortgages allow seniors to convert the equity in their home into cash without having to move or make monthly loan payments. We offer a free information kit and video explaining everything you need to know about a reverse mortgage.
Call 800-300-4519.
This pitch sequence is brought to you by the Commonwealth Health Connector. Cover your bases, connect to health. And a very brief at-bat by Kendall. A cut fastball away, another cut fastball, and then Schilling goes away with the fastball, and to the opposite field goes Kendall for the 2nd time today on the fastball. The fly ball to right field.
Mark Ellis leading it off here in the last half of the 7th inning. The only base runner so far today for the Oakland A's, Dan Johnson, who reached on an error in the 5th. That has been it as Schilling begins things here in the 7th inning, having thrown 75 pitches. To third, the tough hop knocked down by Lowell. The long throw is still in time to get Ellis.
Well, there have been a couple of very good plays over the last couple of innings for Schilling. The Coco Crisp play in the 6th inning going back to the center field wall. Now, the in-between hop right there by Mike Lowell pounces on it and still gets Ellis at first base. It's that time of game where everybody out there behind Schilling knows what's possible today.
One down, Nick Swisher is 0 for 2. He's fly to right, grounded out to first base. And he takes strike one from Schilling. Last inning we saw the long running catch by Coco Crisp in center field back by the wall. It's certainly one that stands out today.
That last play by Lowell was not an easy play.
On ball right side. Youkilis backs up. Schilling's got to get over there and does for the out. 2 down. Collect what's left of Nick Swisher's bat, and there's 2 away here in the 7th inning. Eric Chavez coming up.
Every time Schilling or any pitcher goes to cover first, usually Veritek will go out, give them a few seconds to catch their breath and get refocused on the job at hand.
And Curt Schilling has been in this area before. Twice has gone 7 1/3 innings. Once as a Philadelphia Philly, once as an Arizona Diamondback. Back in 2001, while with Arizona, Ben Davis, catcher, able to break that bid up with a bunt. Chavez taking the strike, and it's 0-2. Chavez is grounded out to first, fly to left, waiting on an 0-2 pitch. Chopped right side. Cora plays the hop, and it's another 1-2-3 inning. Only one batter is reached for the A's. It's on an error. We played 7, 1-0 Red Sox.
Your flight attendants will be coming through the cabin shortly, offering snacks for sale for $5. Also available, in-flight magazines for $3. If you'd like to rent a pillow or blanket, that'll be $2. You need to use the restroom? That fee's $4. If you need anything else, feel free to push that call button for a minimum fee of $1.
How far are they going to go? For 35 years, Southwest Airlines has offered low fares with no strings attached.
You are now free to move about the country.
Mart is just around your corner.
My neighbor drove all over town to find the best deal on a cell phone. I just logged on to Let's Talk. They make it easy to compare plans from all major carriers and find cell phone deals that are much cheaper than retail.
Like the hot BlackBerry Pearl with music and video player, a $369 value, yours free after mail-in rebate and new calling plan.
Let's Talk has the best prices, the best plans, and the most free phones guaranteed.
Log on to 25letstalk.com or call now to order your BlackBerry Pearl. Let's Talk, the smarter way to shop for cell phones. So log on or call now.
Stay tuned after the game for WB Mason's Extra Innings and Granite City Electric's Extra Innings Extra. Tom Caron and Ken Maka will have Curt Schilling's post-game reaction, and Tina Sabathia will go one-on-one with Red Sox manager Terry Francona and Terry's take. It's all right after the game, live in HD, and it's only on NESN.
1-0 Red Sox on top as we head to the top half of the 8th inning. And Julio Lugo with Joe Blanton back out there. A bit of a surprise, having thrown 108 pitches through the first 7. And returning to the hill here for the A's. In the 8th, they do have double-barreled action to begin the inning in the pen. We'll go 0 for 3 on the afternoon. 2 groundouts and a strikeout.
What happens when you have sometimes those bullpen mounds, they get by the catcher and the ball ends up in left field. And right now tracking it down is Shannon Stewart. There's Lewis and Flores.
To third, nicely picked to his left by Chavez. Got it on the half hop and throws out Lugo. 1 down.
Well, a couple of good defensive plays behind Curt Schilling in this game. And first, Coco Crisp in the 6th inning going back to the center field wall. And a lot more difficult than when it looked right here. Mike Lowell got that bad hop, played it off the stomach, and still got Ellis at first base.
Euclid 0 for 2 with a walk today. Changed his mind in the middle of that swing, but does go around. He's grounded out twice to Eric Chavez, wrapped around a walk back in the 3rd inning. Joe Blanton today, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, giving up 4 hits and a run way back in the 1st inning. The home run by David Ortiz. The difference in this one. This one kicks off Kendall and jumps all the way back to the screen. That's the difference in this one. And as far as the offense goes, certainly the difference in pitching by Curt Schilling here today. Straightens up Euclid. Opposite foul and a full count now to the Red Sox first baseman. The threat really the Red Sox were able to mount. They had a 1st and 3rd situation with 1 out in the 7th. Cora fouled out, Crisp grounded back to the mound, and Blanton got out of that jam pretty quickly and quietly.
That's the thing. I mean, we're very much wrapped up right now in what Curt Schilling is doing on the mound, but yet it's still a 1-0 ball game.
Ball 4 and a 1-out walk for Kevin Euclid. 2nd time that he's gotten the free pass today.
And it looks like that might be it, as Guerin making his way to the mound, and he calls for the left-hander.
So another good outing today for Joe Blanton, but bettered by the effort by Curt Schilling. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by New England Ford dealers. Have you driven a Ford lately? New pitcher will be Ron Flores coming in as Blanton heads out. 1-0 Red Sox.
The other day, my neighbor set out to find the best deal on a cell phone, and so did I. She drove all over town convinced that the big retailers offer the best deals.
No, we're out of that phone.
I just went to my computer and logged on to Let's Talk. They make it easy to compare plans from every major carrier. And Let's Talk is the best way to shop for all the latest cell phones. You can order online or call toll-free for deals you won't find anywhere else.
Like the hot BlackBerry Pearl with music and video player, a $369 value, yours free after mail-in rebate and new calling plan.
Let's Talk is easy, uncomplicated, and their deals are much cheaper than retail. I would like to order that.
Keep your old number or get a new one. Let's Talk has the best prices, the best plans, and the most free phones, guaranteed.
Free phones and free shipping without leaving home. Why drive all over town when Let's Talk has the best deals around?
Log on to 25letstalk.com or call now to order your BlackBerry Pearl. Let's Talk, the smarter way to shop for cell phones. So log on or call now. Must be 18 or older, major credit card required.
Stay tuned after the game for WB Mason's Extra Innings with Sean Caron and Ken Maka. Ken will give his post-game analysis, and they'll have all the highlights of afternoon games played today. It's all right after the game, live in HD, and it's only on NESN.
1-0 Red Sox on top here in the top half of the 8th inning. Joe Blanton, who had blanked the Minnesota Twins last time out, a complete game effort, gives up just the 1 run so far to the Red Sox, and it's Ron Flores into the game for the A's.
8th appearance for Flores since being called up on May 18th from AAA Sacramento. His 2nd appearance in this series. Pitched a 3rd of an inning, allowing a hit. Back on the 4th.
David Ortiz standing in and showing bunt. The whole left side open there. Shift on for the A's. David homered in the 1st, his 11th home run of the year. Grounded out in the 3rd, walked in the 6th. Bunting again, this time getting it down. Kendall will go to second base for no, they don't get him. And heading for 3rd, which is wide open, is Youkilis, but he will be tagged out. Saw 3rd base open as he reached second base safely and tried to get to it, but they apply the tag.
You're getting a little greedy right there as, you know, they beat the play at second base. It looked like Chavez couldn't find the bag on the bunt. And then it becomes a foot race. Clearly safe there is Youkilis, but now Youkilis thinks he's a little bit faster than what he is. He's going to have to outrun, was it Mako Scutaro?
Yeah.
And that's not going to happen. Very strange play. There you can see Chavez not finding the second base bag now. Youkilis up, but here comes Scutaro from behind him, and no chance for Youkilis to get into 3rd base.
Now pitching for Oakland, number 46, Colby Lewis.
A pitching change here for the A's. But now 2 outs in the 8th, 1-0 Red Sox.
Here's an important message for parents. If you or someone you love has taken an antidepressant while pregnant and your baby suffered from either a heart defect or pulmonary hypertension, you may have a claim for a cash settlement and medical expenses. Antidepressants including Paxil, Zoloft, Prozac, and Lexapro have been linked to heart defects and pulmonary hypertension in newborns. If you have taken Paxil, Zoloft, Prozac, or Lexapro, or any other antidepressant while pregnant, and your baby has suffered from either of these defects, call attorney Mark Davis immediately. You may have a claim for a cash settlement and medical expenses. Again, if your baby was injured by antidepressants, call attorney Mark Davis immediately. The call is free and we don't get paid unless you get paid. Call Mark Davis now. Operators are standing by.
Tomorrow at 8:30, Olympia Sports presents the Boston Globe pregame show with Tom Caron and Ken Maka. They'll preview Josh Beckett taking the mound and stepping to the plate as the Sox begin a 3-game series in Arizona. Also, Gordon Eaves will have the latest in his Major League Baseball notebook. That's the pregame show tomorrow at 8:30, and it's all live in HD on NESN.
New pitcher is Colby Lewis to deal with Manny Ramirez, who swings and misses at the first offering.
Now, Lewis has been very busy in this series. He pitched 2/3 of an inning last night against Boston. Overall, his 8th is being called up. He's also made 1 start for the Athletics in that rotating 5 spot in the rotation.
And with a swing and a miss.
Now, what a bizarre play that was. I mean, first of all, Ortiz bunting. We've seen him do that before. If he bunts it down to 3rd base, he's got a base hit, but it stopped right in front of the plate. They can't get the tag at 2nd. Now, Youkilis looks to 3rd. He sees nobody there, but what he didn't see was Scutaro behind him.
There goes 2, 5, 6. And the fielder's choice, Ortiz reaching at first, so 2 down. Ortiz at first. 0-2 to Manny. 1-2 and a pitch high. ground right side. Ellis ranging to his left. Ends the inning. Schilling coming back out as we head to the last half of the 8th. It's 1-0 Red Sox.
What does it take to earn AMCI's best-in-class certification for acceleration? Raw horsepower. The all-new, full-size Toyota Tundra. The truck that's changing it all.
Hey! What? We've been waiting here all day. So have I. No. I was here first. That's cardboard cutout. That don't count. You have to go in the back.
Introducing revolutionary performance headwear from New Era. Get it at Olympia Sports.
No. It's okay. I'm the MVP. I get to go in first.
Hello?
Mrs. Anderson, this is Mark Brown. I'm from the collections department of...
Hi. Listen, I'm sorry I haven't made my payment yet. I'll get it in as soon as I can.
Maybe you should call In Charge. They'll work with you and come up with a solution that's right for you.
When life hands you a little more than you can manage, call In Charge Debt Solutions. We're a nonprofit company that puts people back in control by helping them manage their debt. We'll stop the collection calls, and we'll help lower your interest rates, so you'll have one affordable monthly payment. Call In Charge today.
1-0. 1-0. The Red Sox on top of the Oakland A's as we head into the bottom of the 8th inning. Only one A has reached base through the first 7 innings. There's Dan Johnson with 2 outs in the 5th. Reached on an error committed by Julio Lugo at shortstop. The line for Schilling, 82 pitches as he begins things here in the 8th. Jack Cust, Dan Johnson, Marco Scutaro, 5, 6, and 7 for the Athletics. Cust, a strikeout victim on 2 occasions today. Rounds one down the first base line softly. Youkilis will play it himself. 1 down in the 8th.
And Cust going after that first pitch. Schilling throwing the curveball. Not many curveballs to him this afternoon. But Cust, who likes to swing early. It's that little tap it out of Youkilis.
Dan Johnson.
This is the 3rd time in Curt Schilling's career he has been in this area. 7 1/3 innings. Mentioned it once with the Phillies and once with the Arizona Diamondbacks.
As a defensive player, too, behind Schilling, you get a little bit nervous right now. You want to make sure you're in the right spots, not get caught in a position where you shouldn't be.
Johnson getting his 3rd look today at Curt Schilling. And again, he's the only guy that has reached today. Rolls it foul, and Schilling's ahead 1-2.
That splitter this afternoon has been very much like the one 2 starts ago against Cleveland.
Not a huge strikeout total today for Curt Schilling. 4 strikeouts. But he has not walked anybody. Outside, and it's 2-2 now to Johnson. Back to Schilling, who picks it. On to first, 2 down in the 8th.
Some question if that ball would have got by Schilling, would it have gone up the middle? I don't think so. I think Cora would have been there to make the play, but a fine play by Schilling as he takes care of business himself. You see where Cora is and see this ground ball. I think Cora may have been able to get to it on the backhand, but Schilling takes care of it.
New territory for Curt Schilling. 2 outs in the 8th, and Marco Scutaro's the batter. The shortstop is grounded out to third and flying to right. And takes strike one over the outside corner. This mound already holds a special place for Curt Schilling. Of course, the mound in which he picked up his 3,000th strikeout last season against these Oakland A's. To center field, Coco Crisp has it lined up. We will head to the 9th inning. Only one base runner. It was on an error. It's 1-0 Red Sox.
Welcome to Foxwoods. Can I take those for you?
Everybody break out. Everybody get loose now.
Everyone has a wild side. Let yours out at Foxwoods.
Everybody break out. Everybody get loose now. Everybody break out.
Would you like these back? No.
No, we're good.
Everybody break out.
Meet your wild side at Foxwoods.
A splitter looks like a fastball until velocity is lost and the bottom drops out. Watch every pitch in clear Panasonic motion. Panasonic Plasma for the speed of sports. Panasonic, ideas for life.
So we've got the 3 shows, and then we have the signing at the summer book fair. Then we've got the 2 meetings after that. We
got a situation here.
Shopping segment with Rachel.
Hey, Rachel, I got you some iced coffees from Dunkin' Donuts.
Fantabulous, thanks.
Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee keeps Rachel Ray going all summer long. America runs on Dunkin'.
Try our 2 new donuts, lemon burst or key lime pie with an iced coffee today.
The Boston Globe Sports Plus combines New England Sports Page with New England Sports Network.
Chara means that much to this team. How do you not hit the helmet? They're playing for their season. I mean, you said it.
The Boston Globe Sports Plus on NESN.
Boston Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. Sovereign Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox cable network. Coors Light, your local Lincoln Mercury dealers. And by Southwest Airlines. Curt Schilling's line, 90 pitches deep, 8 innings deep. With 4 strikeouts and a bunch of zeros. As J.D. Drew will try to help the Red Sox grab some more runs here as they head to the 9th on top, just 1-0. So all the drama with Curt Schilling, but the margin for error so little here. The Red Sox with just the 1-run lead.
And it seems like that's almost always the case too.
Joe Blanton today for 7 1/3 innings gave up 4 hits. The only run of the game, the home run by David Ortiz back in the 1st inning. Walked 3, struck out 2. Ron Flores came in to face David Ortiz, who reached on the fielder's choice. And Colby Lewis was able to record the final out of the 8th, back out there for the 9th inning. 2-2 to J.D. Drew, who is 1 for 3 today. A single his last time up. Strike 3 call. Drew down by way of the K for the first out of the 9th.
Stay tuned after the game for Granite City Electric's Extra Innings Extra with John Caron and Dennis Eckersley. Ken Maka. Tina Savazio will go one-on-one with Sox manager Terry Francona. And Terry's taking a preview of this weekend series in Arizona against the Diamondbacks. It's all right after the game, live in HD, only on NESN.
1 down in the top of the 9th. Mike Lowell, the batter, is 0 for 3. Pops this one up to shallow right center. Kotze shielding the eyes from the sun and makes the catch. Great lunge, and there's 2 away.
The batter, catcher, Jason Barton.
Schilling all by himself in that Red Sox dugout. Nobody talking to him.
All the things that Curt Schilling has accomplished in his great career. And a chance here today for history as the strike in there to Varitek. Jason has flied to left, grounded back to the mound, and singled to center. As the pitch inside evens up the count 1-1. Down the left field line and foul for Varitek.
Down in the Red Sox bullpen, Jonathan Papelbon starting to loosen up.
Schilling's first 8 innings coming 90 pitches deep. Just off the outside corner, 2-2. On the ground, ranging is Ellis to the backhand. Varitek is out, and it's a 1-2-3-9. We're going to keep it right here. As Curt Schilling, so many times before, has been able to have 1, 2, 3 innings in his long historic career. As he heads to the mound, hoping for just that. So many Red Sox fans on hand here today, but even Oakland A's fans are standing as well as Curt returns to the hill.
And due up in this inning, Kotze, Kendall, and the top of the order, Stewart.
Well, you look back at close plays during this game, and a great running catch out there in center field by Coco Crisp comes to mind. Jerry, you mentioned the tough play for Mike Lowell at third base. But really, there's not been a great many in this game that you could say, wow, there's a tremendous play here or there to keep this thing from happening. Both very good running plays, but Schilling has been on his game today, all facets, and that splitter's been working very nicely.
Well, his location has been excellent with all of his pitches. There's very, very few mistakes in this game today for Curt Schilling to this point. And you're right, it has not been a big strikeout game for him. He's thrown strikes, he's made them swing the bat, and he's used the defense. And I agree, the two most difficult plays, the Coco Crisp and the Mike Lowell play at third base. Coco going back in the 6th inning and making a catch on that long fly ball just in front of the wall, and a little ground ball that takes a tricky hop on Mike Lowell, but he's able to gather it and get it to first base to get the out. That, in my mind, would have been a questionable scoring decision because that was by no means a routine play.
But you hate to leave it up to the score to make that kind of decision.
Exactly.
On this kind of day. And as tense and as excited as I'm sure Curt Schilling is, the guys behind him have got to be even more so, Jerry.
I've been in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you, your legs shake a little bit. You want to be the guy to make the catch.
Mark Kotze leads it off. He has used Crisp twice, flying to him in center field in the 3rd, again in the 6th. And he takes strike 1 from Schilling.
And starts him out with a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. His fastball consistently today has been 90, 91, 92.
Fouled off to the left. Schilling ahead, 0-2. He retired the first 14 batters he faced today before Dan Johnson reached on an error by Julio Lugo. He then proceeded to get Marco Scudero to fly out to right. And has been perfect since then. 1-2 as Kotze doesn't chase. He's up top and missing at 93.
Yeah, by design, 0-2. They wanted to go upstairs. Maybe not quite that high. There's something that he would think about chasing.
The ground up the middle. Lugo ranges round the bag. The throw in time. Out one, number 1 of the 9th.
Lugo a couple of steps to his left to make the play on the ground ball.
Jason Kendall.
Kendall scares you a little bit because he's the kind of guy that makes contact. And again, the Red Sox will employ that same defense. Shallow in center, shallow in right.
Here's line to right and fly to right. And it takes ball one.
And both times they've been on fastballs away from Kendall.
There's a strike, 1-1. Schilling off the tough outing against the New York Yankees, bouncing back in a big way today. Kendall chops it to short. Lugo again. 2 down in the 9th. And Schilling an out away.
Now Veritek called for the splitter. Schilling shook him off. He wanted to go to the fastball, and he gets the result. The ground ball to Lugo. And all fastballs here in the 9th inning for Curt Schilling.
One out away for Curt Schilling. Shannon Stewart standing in the way. Into right field, a base hit. Unbelievable. Curt Schilling went 8 2/3 innings without giving up a hit. The Red Sox ace, 40-year-old Curt Schilling, 1 out away from a no-hitter, but it's not to be today as Stewart breaks it up in the 9th. So close.
Shannon Stewart jumping on that first pitch fastball on the line drive, the clean base hit. Now he's got to compose himself. It's a 1-0 ball game. You know there has to be a tremendous letdown after that for Schilling, and here's where you really got to buckle down. Here's the base hit to the opposite field.
The reason you had Papelbon up in the beginning of this inning, even though he had thrown just 90 pitches, this one is popped up right side. Cora will make the basket catch in foul ground, and the Red Sox win on the one-hitter for Curt Schilling, who very nearly no-hit the Oakland Athletics today. An incredible outing, nevertheless.
Well, it's
1-0 Red Sox win.
You know, Don, it's a great win for Schilling, a great win for the Red Sox, but so disappointing. You know, so close to the no-hitter, and Schilling with a big smile on his face. The Red Sox desperately needed a victory, a 1-0 win, but what a shame. 2 outs in the 9th, and then first pitch fastball for the base hit.
Yes, the Red Sox have not had a no-hitter since 2002, and Derek Lowe did it against Tampa Bay. And Hideo Nomo the year before that, but it would have been a very nice way for the 40-year-old Curt Schilling to enjoy this today, but not to be, as he goes a total of 8 2/3 innings before the base hit by Shannon Stewart, the only hit that Curt would give up today.
Join us for Father's Day, Sunday, June.
Very nice win today for the Red Sox to avoid the sweep by the Oakland Athletics. And Schilling's great pitching performance, the reason for this victory today. The Red Sox offense today only mounting the 1 run on the home run by Ortiz.
The tickets for these games are available as you leave the ballpark at the A's box office.
The A's fans also saluting Curt Schilling as he came off.
Drive home safely.
As Curt will make his way out to Tina Savassio's position and join us here in just a moment. Let's send it down to Tina.
All right, Don, thank you. Curt Schilling, 8 2/3. So what is going through your mind right now as this game ends up as a complete game, 1-hit shutout?
Don't give up a hit. Don't give. You know what? We've lost a couple games in a row now, and Joe's been throwing the ball well. We needed a win today more than anything, and circumstances just had me getting out there in the ninth inning with no hits, and that was fun.
Yeah, what was it like out there for you? As far, I mean, your command, there was no walks. Your splitter was excellent again today.
You know what? It was 1-0 the whole day, so that really kind of alleviated thinking about anything else. So, you know, in a 1-0 game, you're a mistake away from a tie. And so I stayed focused. And, you know, he came up with 2 outs, and I had a plan for him. And I was thinking, and Tech called slider. I shook him off and threw a fastball away, and now, well, I got to go what if.
What were your emotions as that ball went through?
It's a 1-0 game. You know, get the out. Again, we needed to win more than anything today, and I wanted to finish that game.
All right, Curt, congratulations on a spectacular effort.
Thank you.
Don, back to you.
Okay, Tina, thank you very much. Well, there you have it. Curt Schilling in his own words. 1-0, the Red Sox win this one. We're back in Oakland after this. Captioning provided by Finagle Bagel, Boston's best sandwich, soup, salad, and of course Bagel Cafe, with 20 locations in Eastern Mass.
AMCI's best-in-class certification for combined acceleration and braking isn't just handed out. You've got to earn it. The all-new, full-size Toyota Tundra. The truck that's changing it all.
Have you heard about the benefits of a reverse mortgage? If you're a homeowner, 62 years or older, and would like to supplement your monthly income, a reverse mortgage could be the key to living comfortably in retirement. U.S. government-insured reverse mortgages allow seniors to convert the equity in their home into cash without having to move or make monthly loan payments. We offer a free information kit and video explaining everything you need to know about a reverse mortgage.
Call 800-300-4519.
Play of the game is brought to you by Foxwoods Resort Casino, and it's all Curt Schilling today. Only 4 strikeouts. We'll show you the 2 of them, but that's not the complete story. The one-hitter with 2 outs in the 9th inning, broken up by Shannon Stewart. Schilling all over the strike zone today with all of his pitches. His splitter, his fastball, his cutter, his curveball, had them all working today. And unfortunately, the no-hitter broke up with 2 outs in the 9th.
Final again, the Red Sox won, the A's nothing. The Red Sox avoid the sweep. For Jerry Remy and Tina Savasio, I'm Don Orsillo saying good afternoon from Oakland. Visit NESN.com or New England Sports Live Online. This has been a presentation of NESN, New England's most watched sports network. It's time now for WB Mason's Extra Innings with Tom Caron and Ken Maka. TC.
Well, Don, thank you. We started the afternoon by saying Curt Schilling was the stopper, and he gets that job done. He also comes 1 out away from throwing the 18th no-hitter in Boston Red Sox history. Instead, he has to settle for his 3rd career one-hitter, and it came at a time the Red Sox needed it most. He stops the 4-game losing streak and pitches the Sox to a 1-0 win. Lots of Curt Schilling coming up as WB Mason's Extra Innings is next.
If you owe over $10,000 to the IRS or state, call American Tax Relief for a free consultation. We've helped thousands of Americans settle their tax debt for a fraction of what they owed.
Once we hired American Tax Relief, the IRS stopped contacting us. That was an immediate relief.
And they settled our tax debt for a fraction of what we owed.
If you owe over $10,000 to the IRS or state, we can help you settle for less, maybe a lot less.
Call 800-294-1563 for your free consultation.
Have you heard about the benefits of a reverse mortgage? If you're a homeowner, 62 years or older, and would like to supplement your monthly income, a reverse mortgage could be the key to living comfortably in retirement. U.S. government-insured reverse mortgages allow seniors to convert the equity in their home into cash without having to move or make monthly loan payments. The tax-free proceeds won't affect Medicare or Social Security benefits, and in most cases, you can use the money for almost any purpose you desire, including home improvements, travel, or family gifts. We offer a free information kit and video explaining everything you need to know about a reverse mortgage, including how you can supplement your income using the equity you've built in your home. Wish you could retire, pay off old debts, or just have more tax-free income to do the things you want? You don't have to sell your house, and you don't need to make monthly loan payments. But you do need to take the first step.
Call 800-500-9796.
2 outs, ninth inning, a no-hitter on the line, and Shannon Stewart. First pitch swinging, and it gets by Alex Cora into right field. The no-hit bid is over, but the spectacular pitching of Curt Schilling is not. A one-hit complete game win for Big Schill, and the losing streak is over. A 1-0 nail-biter this afternoon. All the runs coming in the top of the first, the only run off the bat of David Ortiz. Welcome to WB Mason's Extra Innings, everyone here in our NESN HD Television Center. I'm Tom Karen. He's Ken Maka. You've been through these. You've been part of these. Tell me about the ninth inning. When you're on the field, when you're part of this, we know what the pitcher's thinking. He's thinking, I need 3 outs, I need 2 outs, I need 1 out. What is everybody else thinking out there?
Well, first of all, I'll give you a little background. I was in uniform for 3 perfect games, 2 against us and 1 with us. But so the ninth inning, you get the jitters. I think everybody gets the jitters during that particular period in time. Probably the pitcher is calmer than anybody else around, okay? I'm standing here in studio tonight saying, I got a little pump going too myself, you know, and it was a little bit of a letdown. But, you know, I liked Schilling's comments afterwards. They were, hey, they give up a hit. This win is more important than that, and he came back and he got Ellis out to end the game. Those are great comments from a pretty good pitcher.
And he said being in a 1-0 game maybe kept him on task that much more. No time to think about a no-hitter, the history of it all, because you got to get out to the 1-0 game, and this is the way the ninth inning goes. It starts off with a ground ball from Kotze to the shortstop. Kotze with the first out of the inning. Then Jason Kendall again slapping at it, and again the shortstop. Then Shannon Stewart comes up. He's aggressive. He goes after the first pitch he sees. Stewart breaks up the no-hitter with the base hit to right field. A diving effort for Alex Cora, not enough. And having thrown just 4 pitches all day out of the stretch, 1 batter out of the stretch all day, he's got to go back to the stretch in the ninth. And as you said, he gets Ellis. That's a huge out because the Red Sox needed this win.
Absolutely needed the win. As I said before the game, either the Red Sox needed a big performance of their hitters or a big performance from their pitchers. They got a big performance from Schilling, and they really needed it.
Yeah, they don't get much better than a 1-0 complete game win. About the only thing that could be better is getting that last out for Shannon Stewart. The 5th inning, the only other base runner Oakland had this entire game got on because of an error. It was Dan Johnson. 2 outs now in the 5th inning. And the error for Julio Lugo at short. They got a base runner for the first time today. Kind of waited for it. It ate him up.
Well, I think it was a weak hit ball, kind of hit on the end, and I'm sure Lugo was indecisive whether he wanted to come in there and get that on the short hop or let it come back, and he wound up letting it play him.
So, Ken, he's pitching out of the stretch for the first time all day. Can that be tough for the pitcher?
Well, you can see their first 2 pitches are kind of not where he wanted them. You know, fortunately, he got the 3rd pitch in there and made a nice pitch on the outside corner of the plate, and then another breaking ball away and got the fly ball to right field to end the inning. But really, after getting that base runner on, you probably have been at the ballpark and haven't thrown out of the stretch for 2 hours, okay? And now all of a sudden you've got to start throwing some quality pitches out of the stretch, and he did a great job of getting that hitter out.
Meantime, Joe Blanton, I don't want to talk a lot about him right now, but he's become one of these guys that pitches well and just doesn't get any offensive support at all. Joe Blanton takes the loss despite a solid effort for the Oakland A's. But it's all about Curt Schilling. Today we'll have more reaction right now. We check in with Tina Servasio.
All right, Tom, thank you. More to come from Oakland as we continue talking about Curt Schilling's spectacular effort tonight. 8 2/3 of no-hit ball. Of course, though, the complete game 1-hitter for Curt. We'll get post-game reactions from the Red Sox clubhouse, especially from Jason Varitek. We'll hear from all of the guys who played defense behind Curt in the field tonight, and I'll go one-on-one with manager Terry Francona in Terry's Take. All of that as WB Mason's Extra Innings continues. But now we send it back to Boston, our NESN HD Television Center with Hazel May.
Tina, thank you. Hi, everybody. In just a few minutes on our Sports Desk update, we'll go camping one final day with the Patriots in Foxborough, and the Celtics put a few potential draft picks through the paces. The post-game show continues right after this timeout.
It's your world, it's your life, it's your freedom that drives you. Subaru, think, feel, drive. Everywhere you go, it's your day, it's your night, it's your time, and you know it. Subaru, feel the
get it. Gotta have to get it.
Running out of paper for the big report, Herb Blewett wholeheartedly panics.
Gotta have to get it.
Don't panic, Herb. Just call 1-888-WB-MASON.
I gotta have to get it today.
Call by 11, you'll get it the very same day. Copy paper, toner, bathroom supplies, even staples. So who do you call when you gotta have to get it today? Who but WB Mason?
You think it's not gonna happen to you? Well, take it from me, it can. And whether it's a broken bone or appendicitis or cancer, you can't afford to suddenly pay a huge bill. You need health insurance. That's why Massachusetts is now requiring everyone to have it. And they're making it more affordable and easier to get through the state's health connector. Call them or go online. Get information, compare plans, choose the one that's right for you. Hey, don't wait till it's too late.
My neighbor drove all over town to find the best deal on a cell phone. I just logged on to Let's Talk. They make it easy to compare plans from all major carriers and find cell phone deals that are much cheaper than retail.
Like the hot BlackBerry Pearl with music and video player, a $369 value, yours free after mail-in rebate and new calling plan.
Let's Talk has the best prices, the best plans, and the most free phones guaranteed.
Log on to 25letstalk.com or call now to order your BlackBerry Pearl. Let's Talk, the smarter way to shop for cell phones. So log on or call now.
All right, our Subaru star of the game, can you guess? Curt Schilling, a nine-inning performance, a one-hit, complete game shutout win for Curt Schilling. We spent a little time and did the math. 71% of the pitches he threw were strikes. Figured that out without the calculator. On 100 pitches, 71 of them were strikes. And over the course of the game, kind of using all of his pitches in the seventh inning, in fact, where at the point where you really start thinking about this no-hitter a little bit, he starts going to the changeup a little more, and guys are way out ahead of him. It worked well.
Well, when you talk about Curt Schilling, you always talk about command of his fastball, and he did that early in the game. And then I believe in the seventh inning, he wasn't afraid to go ahead with his off-speed pitches. Here you can see a little slider out in front, a little grounder to third base for an out. And then the next hitter is Swisher, and there's a ball away from him. I thought it was a changeup. And he gets a little tap ground ball right here. And then we got Chavez. I believe he hits a ground ball to second base, and he's out in front of an off-speed pitch. So really the command of his fastball early in the game set up his ability to throw these off-speed pitches a little later in the game.
That Mike Lowell play, he kind of had a little trouble with it, but I think Jerry Remy had a very good point. It would have been a tough play for the scorer because it was a hot shot. If that runner beats out the throw, maybe that's the first hit of the game.
Well, he was going to his right, and really a third baseman doesn't have a lot of time to react in and out on a ball like that. So he's going to get the tough hop. So he got his body in front of the ball, played the ball off his chest, picked it up, had time. Bang, bang at first.
You talked about early on, and he only had 4 strikeouts in the game, and they all came through the first 5 innings, but really painting with that fastball, which is what he can do so well.
Command of the fastball is number 1, and here again, I'm going to talk about his off-speed pitches. He had 4 strikeouts. 2 of them were with the fastball. You can see right here, there's a fastball away to Cust. He strikes him out. Next hitter is Dan Johnson. He spots a fastball on the inside part of the plate there and strikes him out. And the other 2 strikeouts, here's Ellis. It's going to be a high slider. I think he was fortunate on this one. Got a little bit of a liberalized strike zone. And then this one, Cuss chases his split down out of the zone. But really, the command of his fastball really sets up all the other pitches. Talked about that a whole lot. He was able to use those off-speed pitches. He had a minimal pitch count. I think he had 82 pitches in 7 innings, something like that. So he had minimal pitch count, and that gave him a chance to go ahead and finish the game.
Yeah, everything was poised for it. 90 pitches. Had to sit through a little bit of a long top of the ninth because they made 2 pitching changes there as the Red Sox try to add to it. But, you know, his comments after the game, we were just talking during the break, I think they say it all, that he still had the presence of mind to realize, forget about the lost no-hitter. I got to get Ellis here because it's a 1-0 game and my team needs this win.
Oh, absolutely. Huge win today. Huge win. Stop that losing streak. The other thing it does is it puts bullpen in order. Maybe the hitters now can step back and take a little breath and go out there and relax a little bit and get some runs when they go to Arizona.
All right, still to come. We're going to show you every single run scored in this game. And we'll also take a look at the defense the Red Sox put in behind Curt Schilling as the Red Sox win this one 1-0. But right now, our WB Mason delivery of the game. Bo Mills, the son of Red Sox bench coach Brad Mills, is delivered the news that he has been drafted 13th overall today. The Cleveland Indians picking him high, and the proud papa loving every minute of this afternoon in Oakland.
Janet is so lame. Totally lame. She only brings McDonald's to bribe people to do her work. Ridiculous.
Probably get started on Janet's invoices, huh?
No.
The only thing better than a sausage McMuffin with egg? 2 of them for just $3. Yeah, that'll make you do things.
Janet's dry cleaning. Janet's dog.
Presenting the new 263 horsepower Lincoln MKZ. Now its award-winning interior has award-winning performance to match. Lincoln MKZ. The fastest-selling new luxury midsize sports sedan just picked up the pace. Now, lease the new Lincoln MKZ for only $339 a month. From the newest family of luxury vehicles, Lincoln.
In today's episode, we'll show you how to return a favor to the cable guy.
He said he'd be here between the hours of 1 and 5. Here it is, 6:30. Where you been?
Where's your cable come in?
Up on the roof. As fate would have it, we're wearing the Hager work-to-weekend khakis. And with the do-it-to-it waistband, I can move this heavy ladder with ease and comfort.
Hey, let me down.
We will, sometime between the hours of 7 and 11. Probably closer to 12:30. And that there is a fine example of making things right.
I dedicate this beautiful moon and all these stars to you.
How about 3 medium pizzas for $5 each?
Irresistible. That's the 5-5-5 deal from Domino's. 3 medium 1-topping pizzas for just $5 each. Get the door. It's the 5-5-5 deal from Domino's.
All right, just one run in this game. Came with 2 outs in the first inning. David Ortiz on a 3-2 pitch.
Well, he got a change up there, and you could see David take his bat back a little bit, wait a little bit, and he wound up crushing it. I talked earlier, Blanton's got good command of all of his pitches, and the 3-2 count in the first inning, he wasn't going to come in with a fastball, and he got that ball up, and David waved back on it and got the big part of the bat on it, and that's the only run they needed.
Second home run of this series for David Ortiz, and the only run Joe Blanton gives up today. This guy is becoming the definition of the tough luck loser here. He lost a complete game. This is an amazing stat to me. He's got 5 career complete games and has lost 3 of them. He has a losing record in complete games. They just never seem to score runs for this guy.
Well, that's 2 this year, so that means he had 3 the other 2 years, and really he pitches well enough that you want to give him a chance to win the game. So you leave him out there. And those other 3 games, he had pitched for me last year, you know, when the score's 3-1 or 3-2, and you send him out there for an extra inning. He really is a durable pitcher. He can throw a lot of pitches. He can give you a lot of innings. He's got a great delivery. He's going to have a long career in the major leagues because of his delivery and his durability. So you try to give him a chance to win the game, and that's why he's got these complete game losses.
11 ground ball outs today, and that's the key to his success. If he's getting a lot of ground ball outs, he's doing his job. And in 77 career starts for Joe Blanton. 25 times the A's have only scored 1 run or been shut out. I mean, you're talking no offense in a third of his starts.
Well, he's going to have to start taking the regular players out to dinner. So he's going to have to spend a little of the money he's making, you know, buy him a couple drinks and a nice dinner and have him score some runs for him. But you know what? On every team, you always have one guy that's got the tough luck. The other team doesn't score for him, and they're just going to have to pitch their way through it. You know what? Later in the season, they're going to wind up getting 10 runs for him, and people are going to be walking around the dugout saying, "Look who's getting all the runs today." You know, so that's the way it works out. Yeah.
No question about it. Last time around, he won a 1-0 complete game against the Minnesota Twins. Tell you about our Massachusetts Mass State Lottery double play. Turn non-winning $5 and $10 Red Sox instant tickets for the Mass Lottery into cash with every Red Sox victory in the $1 Million Double Play. Learn how to play at masslottery.com. And once you've entered, check the site after every Red Sox victory to see if you have won. Curt Schilling coming up the tunnel after the game, 1 pitch shy of a no-hitter. More reaction after this.
Hello?
Mrs. Anderson, this is Mark Brown. I'm from the collections department of...
Hi. Listen, I'm sorry I haven't made my payment yet. I'll get it in as soon as I can.
Maybe you should call In Charge. They'll work with you and come up with a solution that's right for you.
When life hands you a little more than you can manage, call In Charge Debt Solutions. We're a nonprofit company that puts people back in control by helping them manage their debt. We'll stop the collection calls and we'll help lower your interest rates so you'll have one affordable monthly payment. Call In Charge today.
Now you see me? Now you don't. Now you see me. Now you don't. What you are seeing is how much farther, wider, and better you'll see with new Silver Star Ultra headlights from Sylvania. Because the next time you see me, I may not be alone. See farther, see wider, see better. New Silver Star Ultra headlights from Sylvania.
What is Sox Appeal?
I don't know what it's all about, but I can't judge.
Sox Appeal.
3 blind dates at Fenway Park.
3 blind dates at Fenway Park.
It sounds like a pretty good idea.
Dating do's and don'ts.
Look nice.
Look nice. That's a good one.
Next.
Make sure you know your baseball.
Yeah, I mean... yeah, okay.
Enjoy yourself, have fun, and just do your thing.
Sox Appeal. Do you have it? Log on and show us.
Just when you thought the season couldn't get any better. Red Sox win! It's June, and we're just getting warmed up. We've got the month jam-packed with interleague action, including the Giants' first visit to Fenway. Catch the Charlie Moore Summer of Fun. All new episodes every Sunday, all summer long. And a premiere of Globe 10.0, presented by Verizon and hosted by Bob Ryan. If you miss Globe 10.0, you miss the point. It's June on Nesson, and the season's just beginning.
All right, today, of course, the first day of the first-year draft in Major League Baseball, and the Red Sox made their first pick. Nick Hagedorn, a left-handed pitcher out of the University of Washington. A big guy, 6'5", 230 pounds, out of Sumner High School prior to the University of Washington. He went as a sophomore this past year, moving from the bullpen to the rotation about midway through the season. And by the end of the year was one of Washington's top players, top pitchers. Now, Bo Mills, the son of Brad Mills, was drafted 13th overall by the Cleveland Indians. It happened during our pregame show, and in case you missed it, here's what you missed.
All right, Tom, we are live now with Bo Mills, who just got the great news, lucky number 13 in the 2007 first-year player draft. Bo, Cleveland Indians, what's going through your mind right now?
Yeah, I'm really excited, now to be a part of professional baseball and be part of the tribe. It's going to be a lot of fun there in Cleveland, and we'll see what happens.
So how much did you really know about where you were going to go, Cleveland's interest in you as you were sitting up here with your family and here in Oakland with your dad over the last few days?
Yeah, I had no clue. I had no clue where I was going to go, no clue what was going to happen, and it worked out this way, and I'm really excited. I'm a very happy guy.
Now, ESPN and Major League Baseball, actually, there's your name up there. It's on the big draft board right now. They invited you to Orlando to be there for the draft. Why did you choose to stay here?
Because the people standing right behind me, 22 family members or being on TV. I'd rather be here with my family and celebrate this here with my dad. And it's just wonderful. I couldn't ask for anything better.
Now, Terry Francona actually had quite a reaction when you guys were sort of giving the signs from up here about what happened. What's it like to be a part of Major League Baseball since you were a little kid, because you grew up in this with your father, and to have the Red Sox around you as this happened today?
Yeah, it means a lot. They embraced me a lot in the clubhouse today and now here on the field, and it was just great to see that signal and see their support behind me and put a big smile on my face.
Now, where's the proud papa? Come on down, Brad. A very proud father here. What are your thoughts right now? It's official, your son's about to embark on a professional baseball career.
Well, I'm excited for him. He's earned it. He's had a great year and a great career in college, and he's done a great job, and I'm thrilled, and I'm very proud of him.
What's the advice right now that you give your son?
Well, I think just enjoy it. Enjoy the time right now, and then you embark on a great experience. He'll enjoy it.
All right, Bo, congratulations and good luck.
Thank you very much.
All right, that was Tina Cervasio before the game today, as Bo Mills was drafted in the first round. And Tomorrow we're back at it 8:30. Our coverage begins interleague time as Josh Beckett steps to the plate. He'll not only be on the mound, but he'll try to hit a home run like he did last year against Philadelphia. Gordon Eads will join us from the desert with a Major League Baseball notebook and a preview of the big matchup on Sunday. Dice game at Suzuka against the big unit, Randy Johnson. All right, time for a sports desk update right now. We go to Hazel May in Studio B. Hazel.
Hey, TC, thank you. Hi, everybody. Down in Foxborough, the Patriots wrapped up their only mandatory minicamp of the offseason. Now, it wasn't exactly an intense 3 days of football with no pads, no real hitting going on, but with so many new faces, certainly a good team-building camp. Head coach Bill Belichick, as always, gave away the entire playbook when speaking to the media.
We've got a lot of our system installed. We're working a lot of players, a lot of different combinations, and I think it's been good for them to experience it and, work against the other side of the ball and, get familiar with it. Obviously, we got a long way to go.
See, I told you. Hoops news now. No Oden, no Durant, so the Celtics are turning to Plan B. Today in Waltham, they worked out Florida's Corey Brewer and Florida State's Al Thornton, 2 of the 6 players Danny Ainge says the C's are considering with the 5th overall pick in this year's draft. Also tonight on the program, more on Curt Schilling's almost historic day. We'll get Don and Red Dog's analysis for you. Plus, LeBron takes center stage as the NBA Finals tip off. All that and more tonight on Sports Desk, presented by FW Webb, home of Frank Webb's Bass Centers. I'll see you all promptly at 10 and 11 p.m. right now. Back next door to Studio A and TC. Exciting day for Red Sox organization altogether.
No question. The future, the present's all coming together in one day. Thank you, Hazel. We will see you tonight. More on Curt Schilling and what his start meant. We'll hear from Curt Schilling, that interview with Tina Cervasio coming again in a bit. And if you missed any part of today's matinee or just want to see it all again, and why not? Catch Sox in 2 presented by T&K Asphalt tonight at 8. Nesson has your bases covered with Sox in 2. Now the game time was 2 hours and 10 minutes, so it's going to be just about the entire game. It's presented by T&K Asphalt every game night at midnight and the following weekday afternoon, all season long. With the tying run on first, Curt Schilling ended the game that he started today. He gets Mark Ellis to pop out to end it, and the Red Sox win. We'll hear from Curt Schilling when we come back.
Baffled by a strange disease that stretches the arms of people buying copy paper at office superstores, scientists at the W.B. Mason Institute studying the problem shocked the world by announcing a cure.
Free same-day delivery.
Call 1-888-WB-MASON by 11. Your copy paper will be delivered by 5. Now, a happy ending is well within reach.
Oh, but W.B. Mason.
I've got it.
We've got it.
We've got it.
Got what? Health insurance. Massachusetts residents are now required to have it, and the state's Health Connector makes it more affordable and easier to get.
I've got it. Me too.
Call or go to our website to compare plans, get information, and choose the right plan for you. Get preventive care and medical and financial protection.
I'm getting it. I've used it.
We've got it.
Get health insurance now through the state's Health Connector.
So we've got the 3 shows, and then we have the signing at the summer book fair. Then we've got the 2 meetings after that. So you should...
We got a situation here.
Shopping segment with Rachel.
Hey, Rachel, I got you some iced coffees from Dunkin' Donuts.
Fantabulous, thanks.
Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee keeps Rachel Ray going all summer long. America runs on Dunkin'. Try our 2 new donuts, lemon burst or key lime pie with an iced coffee today.
Our Sylvania performance of the night. Come on now. Curt Schilling, a complete game, 1-hit shutout. Doesn't walk anyone. In fact, only 1 runner on base before that hit that broke up the no-hitter, and that was via an error. An outstanding performance by Curt Schilling today. Let's hear from him in the clubhouse after the game.
Pretty good. I'm starting to mix in some different stuff that I haven't shown people in the past. It's working and getting outs, and but it was command. It was command and executing the game plan.
Curt, how often do you think you shook off Jace today?
Between 5 and 10 times.
Yeah.
One time too many.
Yeah.
Did Jason give you some stuff for shaking him off here? I mean, just
No. He said it was the same thing that happened when Pedro lost his in the ninth 2 outs. He shook him off for a spit slider and the 2-5.
Is that right? The Messina game, the perfecto?
How about the fact you got your 3,000 strikeout here? It's got to be special. Almost. Well, I mean, we needed a win today. All that other stuff is you talk about that now, but we needed to win badly, and I needed to pitch well, and I need to get consistent. And this is just this is hopefully a first step on doing that.
Can you talk about David's home run?
Well, it was the only run of the game. I mean, it was Joe pitched a great game his last time out. He's been pitching well. He's become one of the better pitchers in the game under the radar, and he's thrown some really good games against us. And he's going to compete. And I don't think he gave up a hit after the first till the 5th or 6th inning. So it was a grind. But it was fun.
Shield, what about the Coco catch in center field?
Yeah, I mean that was kind of where I was like, okay, this might actually happen. Again, I think the latest I ever taken one is 8th, early in the 8th, and it's after the 4th or 5th, like I said, I'm aware of it, but it's not something that dictates pitch selection. Unfortunately, I probably should have today.
Curt, were you especially mindful of the possibility of a bunt because of the Padre game?
No. Again, I mean, the thing about the whole Ben Davis thing was I was one of the few guys that didn't say anything after that game.
You never have.
I never have. It caught me off guard when it happened. I wasn't offended by it. It was a 2-0 game at the time. So again, I was aware it was a 1-0 game, and I knew, Tatse and Jason, both of them know how to play the game. I was ready for it if it happened. Curt, was also a game you were throwing more off-speed pitches, not throwing. I mean, I guess normally you throw pretty hard fastballs, and it seemed like you just had a lot of good control today. No, we had good command. We mixed it up good today. And that's kind of a recipe that we're going to have to use going forward.
Kurt, was Shonda here today?
No, she's in Phoenix. So she's
Have you had a chance to talk to her?
No. All right. Thanks.
I talked to the media first, getting his responsibilities out of the way before making the call to Shonda. His ERA goes down to 3.49. A half run comes off. And what he said right there at the end for getting the no-hitter stuff, the recipe as we go forward here is to mix up his pitches. That's what he did so well as we've seen him do it.
Well, I think if he's going to look at the success he had today, particularly late in the game, as I mentioned earlier, he established his fastball. He's going to do that, and he's going to have that split. But he threw some curveballs, some changeups, had those hitters out in front, got some easy outs. And when you have success throwing those pitches and getting outs with them, as he said, we mixed them up. I got a lot of outs with them. You're going to continue to do that. And efficient with his pitches because of that. Got late in the game and didn't have to turn the ball over to the closer or the bullpen.
Would have been the 3rd oldest pitcher in Major League history to throw a no-hitter. Nolan Ryan holds that mark at 43 years and 44 years of age. Cy Young at the age of 41 for the Red Sox in 1908 threw a no-hitter. So you really were talking about historic type stuff. Instead, he'll have to settle for the one-hitter, and it's disappointing, no doubt. But again, more than anything, the way these losing 6 out of 7 have gone, they're going to get on that plane with a much-needed win.
Oh, everybody's going to feel good about it. Everybody is. You know what? I'm thinking back. I think Nolan Ryan's last no-hitter was in Oakland against the A's. So that would have been kind of a cool thing.
That would have been a cool thing. All right, the Red Sox take the win here. We'll show you how it all happened. We'll hear from Jason Varitek, the man who caught the one-hitter, and as we now know, the man who put down a signal for a slider before the pitcher shook him off and threw the fastball. We'll preview the Diamondbacks interleague play, taking over for the next 2+ weeks, and it all begins tomorrow in the desert.
Here's a quick question. How fast can you get your local bank branch on the phone? Can you get them at all? At Sovereign Bank, we don't just give you an 800 number and then hide behind it. Our community banking offices are right in the phone book. They're also listed on our website. So when you want to talk directly with someone at your local branch, you actually can. Imagine that.
Hello, Sovereign Bank.
Spring is outdoor cleaning time. Here are some questions from Briggs & Stratton to help you select the pressure washer that's best for you. First, what are you planning to clean? How large is your project? And how often do you plan on using your pressure washer? Generally, the higher the pressure and flow, the faster and the more effective you can clean. Also, high-performance pressure washers are more durable for frequent use. Look for a reliable engine that starts easily and has the power you need. For more information, visit outdoorcleaning.com.
It's the ultimate Red Sox show for the ultimate Red Sox fan.
It's the 9 must-see stories from Red Sox Nation. See you Sunday.
Granite City Electric's ultimate Red Sox show. Sundays only on Nesson.
Janet is so lame. Totally lame. She only brings McDonald's to bribe people to do her work. Ridiculous. Probably get started on Janet's invoices, huh?
No. The only thing better than a sausage McMuffin with egg? 2 of them for just $3. Yeah, that'll make you do things.
Janet's dry cleaning. Janet's dog.
Catch the stars of tomorrow. Today, Road to Fenway. Minor League Baseball, Major League action. Only on Nesson. Monday night at 7, it's Ottawa Lynx Paw Sox.
Sox appeal. Do you have it? Log on and find out.
Welcome back to our Nesson HD television center. Tom Kerr with you here for Granite City Electric's Extra Innings Extra. The Red Sox took the field this afternoon, trying to avoid a 4-game sweep to the Oakland A's. It's only happened once before, and that was back in 1971. Curt Schilling trying to play the role of stopper. He was the last pitcher to lead the Red Sox to a win, although he got a no decision in that victory last Saturday against the Yankees. And not only did Curt Schilling step up and get the job done today, but he flirted with Red Sox history. Let's check it out. An afternoon game in Oakland, and the day started with Bo Mills, the son of Red Sox bench coach Brad Mills, being drafted in the first round. Cleveland Indians taking him with the 13th pick overall, but the day belonged to Curt Schilling. That, my friends, is all the offense you'll see in this game. David Ortiz hitting his 11th, make it 12th homer of the season. A solo shot in the first. Meantime, Curt Schilling getting it done. 100 pitches on the day. He struck out 4 right there. Mark Ellis strikes out in the 4th inning. Only 1 base runner for the A's through the first 8+ innings. Dan Johnson, routine grounder. Should have been the 3rd out of the game, but Julio Lugo commits the error. Base runner on. So now Schilling pitching out of the stretch, but he gets out of the inning. Here now to the 7th. Still no hits for the A's. And Eric Chavez grounds out to second base to end that inning. Now to the 8th. 2 outs. Everybody thinking about a Marco Scudero trying to break up the no-hitter. Fly ball to center field. And that will take the no-hitter into the 9th. The first 2 outs in the 9th before Shannon Stewart steps up. You see, he shakes off Jason Varitek, goes to the fastball, and it's a base hit to right field. The no-hitter is gone. More importantly, the game is still on the line. A 1-0 lead here. 2 outs, 1 on, and Mark Ellis will hit the pop fly that Alex Cora has to make a nice catch on coming over into foul territory. And the no-hitter doesn't happen, but the win does. Sox take it by a final of 1-0. Joe Blanton pitched very well for the Oakland A's. Not a lot of offense for Boston. Ortiz, Ramirez, Drew, and Varitek each had a hit, and that was it. Throw Shannon Stewart in there and talk about all 5 hits on the day. A 2-hour and 10-minute game, a complete game, 1-hit shutout for Curt Schilling. He struck out 4 through 100 pitches, 71 of them for strikes. Red Sox win this game. As we go back to the clubhouse and hear from Jason Varitek, brought to you by KFC.
Yeah, they made phenomenal plays. You know, the ball took a bad hop by Mikey, and he was able to still make that play. And you know, it's just and then that ball Coco ran down was hit really well. And you know, can't say how much that Coco's done out there for us.
Curt said that ball was when he thought maybe this is going to happen after all. Did you have the same thought?
I was just trying to keep the same thoughts.
Did you know that when the game started that he had something special going, the rhythm?
You know, I'll be totally honest with you. He was working his way through. That's why you can't over-evaluate what happens in a bullpen. He was finding his way through his stuff in the bullpen. To be totally honest.
I mean, it looked early like he was missing spots and you know, throwing some stuff that wasn't particularly sharp.
Well, but on his heater he wasn't. On his fastball he wasn't. And that was the key, because that's what makes all the secondary pitches that much better.
From your experience catching those other no-hitters, when you see certain stuff in the bullpen, what keys you in on it?
Well, you know, it's the second time really that we were seeing a guy battle through. I had a guy in actually Cape Cod League where his bullpen was horrendous. Curt wasn't horrendous, but it was just awful. You know, just had no feel, no nothing, and goes out and throws a no-hitter. Jeff Alcar.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And you know, so you can evaluate some from it, but it's, you know, just like the Saberhagen days. You know, he can go out there and break 78 in the bullpen. First pitch of the game's 92, and so you have to, you know, trust what your eyes see once the lights are on, basically.
Do you have the luxury of being momentarily deflated when there is a hit there, when you don't, particularly in a 1-0 game?
No, yeah. Maybe if it was 6-0, you know, but either way, you know, we're trying to win ball games, and you know, Curt had tremendous energy after that hit. Like, he's like, hey, I'm getting on this mound, let's go. Because you take a little. I started to take a time out, and now his demeanor just pushed me right back to the plate.
How easy was it for you to orchestrate calling pitches today?
We had a mix. We did some, you know, he threw some pitches, he threw some curveballs down in the count, threw some sliders, threw some splits, threw some changeups. We just tried to mix and match. We went over hitters like we normally do, and then we made adjustments throughout the game.
How mindful, particularly since it was a 1-run game, are you about the possibility that maybe Kotsay lays one down to start the 8th?
I said something to Mike, you know, you never know, or maybe it was like the 6th.
I'm sorry, yeah.
More so the 6th.
Yeah, Mike cheated in the 6th.
Yeah, but in a 1-run game, you can't take that away from somebody. Like, I'm a believer in trying to win baseball games. That's it. If he tries it, it's part of the game. And of trying to win and get on base. But I wasn't actually, the time up before, I was more cognizant of it than I was then.
Schilling said maybe somebody asked.
You can see the energy. Like Jason Varitek is usually a pretty quiet guy in these post-game interviews, and you hear the words flowing out of him. I mean, you can feel the emotion that these guys go through. The catcher, every bit as much a part of this as the pitcher.
Absolutely. Jason, I'm just listening to his words, but what he said about Schilling, after he gave up the hit, he said, you know what, I looked out there and I saw the energy, and really from the catcher, you want that type of being able to read the pitcher, being able to evaluate his stuff. He said, hey, look, I was on the bullpen. His stuff was awful, and he had to work himself through the first couple innings, and then he got it together and then used all his pitches. But when he looked out there, you want that catcher to be able to read what that pitcher has. He looked out there and said, I don't need to call a timeout. And basically, I was sitting in here saying, hey, call a timeout, let him catch his breath. With this game's not over yet, make a few pitches here. And he probably made a couple steps to go talk to Curt, but he turned around and went back. He read his body language and said, I got this game in hand. Let's get this guy.
Yeah, very unusual. You almost always see the catcher go out after a deep no-hit bid comes to an end. A couple of times in Red Sox history as we look back at no-hit bids broken up with 2 outs in the 9th. 1967, Billy Rohr. Part of the Impossible Dream season was celebrating the 40th anniversary of it. Elston Howard with the single to break up that no-hitter with 2 outs in the 9th inning. And then in 1975, Rick Wise against Milwaukee, George Scott breaks up the no-hitter with 2 outs in the 9th. He did it with a home run. That was game 1 of a doubleheader, but those Our two recent, or relatively recent, in the last 40 years, times when a no-hitter was broken up with 2 outs in the 9th inning. And you know what else those 2 years have in common? The Red Sox went to the World Series in both of those years, 1967 and 1975. So maybe this is a good omen.
Got her going. Yeah, we got her going right there.
All right, Curt Schilling comes 1 out away from getting that no-hitter, but more importantly, he pitched the Red Sox to a 1-0 win. The first 4,000 adult fans entering McCoy Stadium on June 10th. When the Paw Sox host the Ottawa Lynx at 1 o'clock, will receive a Paw Sox travel mug, courtesy of Dunkin' Donuts and Nesson. Tickets are still available. Call 401-724-7300 or check them out at pawsox.com. Then on Monday, tune in to Nesson for the road to Fenway. Glenn Geffner and Ken Ryan call the action live at 7 as the Paw Sox battle the Lynx. When we come back, we'll preview the interleague weekend. Actually, it's going to be the next 17 days of interleague play, but it begins in the Arizona desert, and it'll end with Randy Johnson on the mound on Sunday. A preview of the D-backs after this.
If Granite City Electric can light up Fenway Park, imagine what we can do for your home. Granite City Electric. 5 lighting showrooms, a world of beautiful lights.
You think it's not gonna happen to you? Well, take it from me, it can. And whether it's a broken bone or appendicitis or cancer, you can't afford to suddenly pay a huge bill. You need health insurance. That's why Massachusetts is now requiring everyone to have it. And they're making it more affordable and easier to get through the state's health connector. Call them or go online. Get information, compare plans, choose the one that's right for you. Hey, don't wait till it's too late.
Janet is so lame. Totally lame. She only brings McDonald's to bribe people to do her work. Ridiculous. Probably get started on Janet's invoices, huh?
No. The only thing better than a sausage McMuffin with egg? 2 of them for just $3. Yeah, that'll make you do things.
Janet's dry cleaning. Janet's dog.
If you owe over $10,000 to the IRS or state, call American Tax Relief for a free consultation. We've helped thousands of Americans settle their tax debt for a fraction of what they owed.
Once we hired American Tax Relief, the IRS stopped contacting us. That was an immediate relief.
And they settled our tax debt for a fraction of what we owed.
If you owe over $10,000 to the IRS or state, we can help you settle for less, maybe a lot less.
Call 800-294-1563 for your free consultation.
This is the student who goes to the school that partnered with Dell, who customized a Dell Intelligent Classroom that revolutionized their learning environment. So teachers can focus on what's important, their students. Because Dell creates technology solutions with one goal in mind. Yours. Dell.
Extra Innings Extra is brought to you by Granite City Electric. Nobody knows lighting or electricians like Granite City Electric.
Oh, the Sox are in Arizona. Don't worry about missing the late night action. Tune into Breakfast with the Sox Saturday and Sunday mornings at 8 for a 1-hour replay of the previous night's late game. And those late games begin tomorrow. Our coverage begins at 8:30 as Josh Beckett will take on Doug Davis. Then it's Julian Tavares against Micah Owings. Daisuke Matsuzaka and Randy Johnson, the marquee pitching matchup this weekend. That'll be on Sunday. All 3 games on Nesson this weekend, so you want to be with Nesson 1 hour before the first pitch, a little more, 8:30 the next couple of nights, 3:30 on Sunday. Of course, remember Josh Beckett getting it done with the bat last year. He had that home run against the Phillies, coming off a effort in which he gave up 8 hits and 4 runs in a no decision against the New York Yankees. But time to talk interleague here. They gave him the cold shoulder after the home run. as we're back with Ken Ryan. We've talked about this. I'm not a big fan of interleague play. I think 18 games is too much. And I think it's really a disadvantage when you go to the National League ballpark, because now they've got to figure out sitting Ortiz or making him play first base. Pitchers who don't swing a bat are going to swing a bat. It's not the way an American League team is built, but it's the way they have to play it. What do you think about that?
Well, you've hit the nail on the head. That's not the way your team's structured. The major portion of the offense that the Red Sox do have, one of those pieces are going to be sitting down every night. So that makes it difficult there. The other thing, you're going to put some pitchers in jeopardy. Terry mentioned in the pregame, you try to have these pitchers condition themselves to swing the bat a little bit. In the National League, the pitchers take batting practice every day. Starting pitchers, anyhow, when you go on the road, they even get their batting practice. At home, they take about a half hour's worth of batting practice, all the pitchers. So they're going to be used to bunting. They're going to be used to getting up there swinging. Whereas the Red Sox pitchers are not. They might be called upon to lay down a sacrifice bunt and not be able to get the job done. So you're taking one of your main pieces out of the lineup. You're putting in somebody who's got no clue what's going on, with all due respect to Josh, who hit the home run last year. They might have no idea what's going on, don't know the signs, don't know where to bunt the ball or anything like that. It puts when you go and travel on the road, it puts you at a disadvantage as an American League team.
And we talked to fans about it. Fans sort of say, well, what's a big deal? Pitchers don't hit anyway. But Ken Maka, because I think I called you Ken Ryan by mistake out of the Pawtucket promo.
I don't know if he could hit.
I don't know if he could hit either. Okay. We won't give him the chance. But you bring up the bunting, and that's really what this comes down to. I mean, you might need, in a key late game situation, a pitcher to lay down a bunt to keep the inning going because you don't want to take the pitcher out of the game. The National League pitchers are better at doing it.
Well, just to stand up there and have this pitcher throw a ball 90 miles an hour at you, and you turn around and you're kind of defending yourself with a bat, that's an adjustment there. I mean, you can practice all you want. The guys who are throwing BP are basically throwing about 65 miles an hour. That's it. Now you got somebody throwing 90. Brandon Webb, fortunately, the Red Sox aren't going to face him. He's got a power sinker at about 93. I'm going to say no chance to be able to bunt that ball. So you're taking the duck out of water, or the fish out of water, and now who knows what you're going to get.
What about on Sunday? You're going to be trying to step in and take that bunt against Randy Johnson, who's about this far away from your face when he lets that ball go.
It's going to be Matt Suzuki's chance to go out there and shine. So we'll see how that works out. But you know, we faced Randy Johnson a couple times last year with the Oakland A's, and there's several ways to attack them, and we ran a lot more against them. We went first move. We tried to take him out of his game, but you know, he's an ultimate power pitcher. I think he's a sure Hall of Famer, and he's gonna be a tough guy to face.
He's pitched well of late, but this is still not the same guy. I mean, the intimidation isn't there like it used to be. He's not the same guy who used to literally strike fear in a lot of batters.
I think the velocity was down. He tried to add a changeup or a split finger to help him through that thing, but you know, when you're accustomed to throwing 95, 96 miles an hour and have that hard slider and dominate people, now you got to make an adjustment. Sometimes it takes a while. I looked at him when he was a rookie coming up. I was coaching Montreal. It came up, and really the command of his fastball wasn't there. He had a better command of his slider than he did his fastball. So he kind of made that adjustment, being able to command his fastball on both sides, and now he's kind of going the other way, where he's going to have to start mixing in some off-speed pitches similar to Schilling today.
The difference as you get older, you got to learn to do it without the velocity of time. By the way, the Arizona Diamondbacks have won 9 out of 10 games, and it's a great race out of the National League West. They're tied with San Diego a game and a half again at the Dodgers, ahead of the Dodgers rather, and the Arizona Diamondbacks still play tonight. They wrap up their series with San Francisco tonight. A complete rebroadcast of today's 1-0 win, we want to tell you, coming at about 7:20, right after the Ultimate Red Sox show that follows us here. So you want to watch for that. A complete rebroadcast of today's game coming up tonight here on NESN. And Sunday night at 11:25, turn to NESN. Let Catherine Tappan wrap up your busy sports weekend in just 35 minutes. It's Sports Desk Lights Out, presented by FWM. This Sunday and every Sunday the weekend isn't over until it's lights out. LeBron James getting ready for his first appearance of the NBA Finals, going up against the Spurs. Game 1 tonight. Action and highlights and more on Sports Desk with Hazel May later tonight.
I've got it.
We've got it.
We've got it.
Got what? Health insurance. Massachusetts residents are now required to have it. And the state's Health Connector makes it more affordable and easier to get.
I've got it.
Me too.
Call or go to our website to compare plans, get information, and choose the right plan for you. Get preventive care and medical and financial protection.
I'm getting it. I've used it.
We've got it.
Get health insurance now through the state's Health Connector.
Janet is so lame. Totally lame. She only brings McDonald's to bribe people to do her work. Ridiculous. How to get started on Janet's invoices, huh? No.
The only thing better than a sausage McMuffin with egg? 2 of them for just $3. Yeah, that'll make you do things.
Janet's dry cleaning. Janet's dog.
Things we've learned that we hardly ever use. How to tie a barrel knot. The periodic table of elements. The Macarena. How about something we can actually use? Like the fact that a recent test shows Diet Pepsi has more cola taste than Diet Coke. That's information you can use 2 or 3 times a day.
Diet Pepsi has more cola taste. Try a refreshing Diet Pepsi today. Now available at Cumberland Farms.
What are you surfing for?
Bill and I owe the IRS $40,000. We need help.
My brother used American tax relief.
Why them?
He heard they settled a $3 million IRS case for only $3,000. That was good enough for him.
That's good enough for me. If you owe over $10,000 to the IRS or state, call us. There's nothing to lose, your consultation is free, and you have no obligation.
Once we hired American Tax Relief, the IRS stopped contacting us. That was an immediate relief.
And they settled our tax debt for a fraction of what we owed. That was a big relief.
We've helped thousands of Americans settle their tax debt for a fraction of what they owed. If you owe over $10,000 to the IRS or state, we can help you settle for less, maybe a lot less. And when it comes to paying back taxes, less is definitely more.
Call 800-431-5542 for your free consultation. Call 800-431-5542 now and settle for less.
Well, all the offense came off the bat of David Ortiz tonight. Big Papi getting his 11th homer of the season, 42 RBI, second homer of this series. Came in the first inning, and that was it. Sox win 1-0 as they watched Curt Schilling come ever close to a no-hitter.
And I was like, because actually I was thinking when we only said, he asked me, what will you do? Will you bring your gloves right here? Well, I know he's pitching good, but he asked me, just messing around with me, right? But when he asked me that question, you know, I was like, it's good. What you want to bring your gloves? You know what I mean? And he was playing with me, so later on, for some reason, I just look at the board and I see all them zero, and I just keep on looking at it. And then I saw the zero under the H, and I was like, wait a minute. And then when I look around, everybody went like this to me. I was like, and then I started getting nervous.
How did you feel when the ball goes through?
It's a bad feeling, man. It's not a good feeling. I mean, believe it or not, sometimes even the guy from the other team, you know, when you throw a no-hitter against him, they be like, damn, he pitched good, you know what I mean? No-hitter, you don't see that every day.
Looking back now, David, now, you know, the pressure that Schilling was under, now that you know it was a no-hitter at the time, how impressed were you with the
I don't think he was pressuring at all. He seems like he just want to win the game, you know. He almost being sweat past 4 days, so just want to win the game, you know. I don't think he was pressuring at all.
No run, 3-2 pitch, just looking for.
What's the change at? We're just looking for something to hit. This guy got good stuff, and I don't know, he couldn't throw any pitch anytime, so told me change it, he leave it up. That's right, so that was what I hit.
All right, talking about Curt Schilling, he is the stopper right now. The team's 6-0. When he takes the mound after a loss, he is 4-0 and his ERA under 3. To date, walks 26 strikeouts in the 6 games he has pitched. when taking him out after a Red Sox loss. David Ortiz with the home run, an 8-game hitting streak now for Big Papi, about a .330 clip in there, 11 homers on the year. You know, the power numbers are down a little bit for David Ortiz right now, although he had 2 in the last 4 games, but the average is way up. I think he's hitting to all fields better this year.
Well, you don't know. I mean, those kind of things come in streak. Maybe this is one of the streaks here. Home run off of Dan Herring, home run off of Joe Blanton, 2 of the better pitchers in the league, ERA-wise. These guys have been dealing lately. So maybe those numbers will all come in streaks. And, you know, I still think Manny's got to be the guy to start getting it going. And the other thing is getting those guys in the top of the lineup to get on base with them. And today, you know, Luke Uke had 1 walk, but that was it.
J.D. Drew back in, had a hit, but hit the ball pretty well all 3 times up today.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit of luck, he could have had 3 hits. Lined the ball back to the pitcher, went off his glove, ground ball to the shortstop, lined another ball to the shortstop, and then a line drive base hit. So he swung the bat all right.
That's a good sign. J.D. Drew back in the lineup today after missing the last couple of games. They'll be looking for him to get some production there out of the 5-hole. All right, we'll take a break, come back. Don't forget, after we're done yapping, you can stay tuned for the countdown of all things Sox. It's Granite City Electric's Ultimate Red Sox show. Hazel May looks back at the news and events surrounding the Sox each week. It's coming up next and every Sunday at 12:30. Just 1 hit in this game for the Oakland A's. Shannon Stewart with 2 outs in the 9th inning. Curt Schilling so close to the no-hitter. A complete rebroadcast of this game coming up right after the Ultimate Red Sox show, which is coming up right after us.
Granite City Electric. We do the lights for the Red Sox.
My name is Adam.
My name is James.
And we are from the band Maroon 5, and we are Music Choice's Artist of the Month.
Grammy-winning superstars Maroon 5 sit down with Music Choice and talk about their early days in the band.
What the hell am I supposed to write about? I wrote about rainbows.
To what influenced the sound of their latest album, It Won't Be Soon Before Long.
We really allowed ourselves to dig into the things that we love.
And check out all their videos anytime on demand. It's Maroon 5 all this month on Music Choice.
Watch Music Choice on demand on Time Warner Cable.
It's time to break free. Feel the exhilaration. We've turned fun into an exact science. Leave everything else behind on a Sea-Doo watercraft.
CB&D Marine Brewer.
Well, great day of baseball for the Red Sox out in Oakland. Their 4-game losing streak comes to an end, and Curt Schilling comes within and out of a no-hitter. Instead, it's a complete game, 1-hit shutout victory for Curt Schilling and the Sox. Again, a complete rebroadcast of the game coming up just about a half hour or so after Ultimate Red Sox show. Stay tuned. That show is next.
Hi, everybody. I'm Hazel May, and welcome to Granite City Electric's Ultimate Red Sox show, where each and every week we count down the top 9 Red Sox stories for you. You guessed it. We're on the road again here at Granite City Electric's Plymouth location. Now I'm going to take you inside their showroom in just a second. But first, batting leadoff in our countdown, with last Monday being Memorial Day, our Tom Karen sat down with author Bill Nolan on his new book, Ted Williams at War. We thought it was only fitting to honor the day by taking a look at a hero both on and off the field.
The books on Ted all had kind of the obligatory chapter on his time at war. And I thought this was such an unusual circumstance that a major ball player like him would lose 5 full seasons to war and be a real hero. I mean, he was a dive bomber pilot. He flew combat missions. I thought it was worth a whole book.
First time around World War II, we've talked to Johnny Pesky about it over the years, obviously, and heard a lot of the stories, but, you know, that was a time where a lot of ball players had to go overseas and defend the country.
Hundreds of them went. Rosters were decimated in World War II. People didn't think about it. They just all went. I mean, the Japanese had attacked Pearl Harbor. There was a war going on in Europe, and it was just something that people did. It's unimaginable today that Alex Rodriguez, Barry Bonds would be out there flying helicopters in Iraq or Afghanistan.
Yeah, it'd be hard to imagine. Funny you brought up Alex Rodriguez first, but we won't go there. Kind of a different story when he went back the second time around in the Korean conflict, the Korean War, whatever you want to call it. But you know, he was older at that point, a wife, a child, and some people questioned why he was brought back in as a reservist.
In World War II, he was a flight instructor. He was such a good pilot that they had him teach others how to fly. He also excelled in gunnery, so they made him an instructor. Then at age 33, with a young daughter, he was called back to Korea from the Marine Corps Reserve. If he joined the Naval Reserve, he wouldn't have got called back. But the Marines let a lot of people go between the wars. And he was just a card that came up. You know, he could have taken the easy route. He could have just gone and waved at soldiers and done the morale thing. But he wanted to take part in combat. I think he wondered what he'd missed, in fact, in World War II. Wanted to know if he had it in him.
Well, he found out. I mean, he ran a lot of missions and actually got shot down at one point.
He found out very quickly, yeah. It was there were people really shooting bullets at him. Third mission, he was hit by ground fire and couldn't even get back to base. The hydraulics were shot out of the plane. The radio was shot out of the plane. He had another pilot give him hand signals, waved him in. He couldn't put the landing gear down, so he just went on the base of the fuselage, just metal against tarmac, just shot about a half a mile. Flames, smoke scraping out, and he barely escaped with his life. And then at 8:08 the next morning, he was up on mission number 4.
Continuing on with our history lesson.
At number 8, this week in Red Sox history.
June 3rd, 1993, in a year in which Alex Rodriguez was the #1 overall pick and Torrey Hunter and current Sox captain Jason Varitek were the 20th and 21st overall picks to Minnesota, the Boston Red Sox picked up Trot Nixon out of New Hanover High School in North Carolina with the 7th overall pick.
And now Buhner strikes out.
June 4th, 1995. Tim Wakefield held Seattle scoreless through 9 innings, as did Seattle's Tim Belcher. Wakefield then gave up a run in the 10th, but Bill Hasselman and Troy O'Leary came up with some late inning heroics of their own.
In the air, left field. Bragg retreating, looking up, home run!
June 5th, 1989. The Red Sox had 3 picks in the first round of the draft. With their first pick, number 16 overall, the Sox took Greg Blosser. Number 23 overall, they took future AL MVP Maurice Mo Vaughn. And the 30th overall pick, they took Vaughn's Seton Hall teammate, Kevin Morton. Plus, the Sox also picked 2 others who made it to the majors. Greg Hansel in the 10th round, and one that still stings the University of Hartford's Jeff Bagwell in the 4th round.
Hillenbrand hits one high and deep to left. Way back at the wall and gone! Off the top of the wall and into the screen at 12:57 in the morning.
June 5th, 2001. The Sox and Tigers played 2. Well, not really. It took 18 innings, 5 hours and 51 minutes, and the Sox using every position player before Shea Hillenbrand finally gave the local 9 the win they've been fighting so hard for all night.
Drives this one towards the corner in left field. This could be a 2-bagger. Blanton goes for 2 and will go in with a stand-up double. John Blanton has hit for the cycle.
June 6, 1996. Red Sox infielder John Blanton hits for the cycle, driving in 2 and scoring 3 times in the Red Sox 7-4 victory.
In the air to left field. Jenkins going back to the track, to the wall. It's gone! A grand slam for Kevin Millar.
June 7, 2003. Down 10-5 in the 7th, Kevin Millar enters the game, hitting a grand slam that put the Sox within a run of the Brewers. The Sox were able to complete the comeback in the 9th on back-to-back home runs by Trot Nixon and Jason Varitek to give the local 9 the 11-10 victory.
Varitek lines it down the right field line back towards the wall. That ball is gone! A home run for Jason Varitek. The Red Sox go back-to-back. Nixon and Varitek, and they lead it 11-10.
Now, you may have noticed a familiar face in there, some guy named Trot Nixon. Well, we're going to talk about his return a little later on the show. Right now, it's time for Did You Know? Before Kevin Youkilis hit his inside the park homer last Monday, May 28th, the last player to do it for the Red Sox was old friend Trot Nixon, who did it July 15th, 2005. More Ultimate for you after this.
Are you the cable guy?
Actually, I'm a Verizon Fios tech. I bring fiber optics right to your door on 3 different spectrums of light. You got your 1310, your 1490, and the 1550. The light is so clean, it's plus 20 dB hot.
Verizon Fios. Experience the difference of fiber optics straight to your door. The fastest internet, period. Brilliant TV picture quality. Unlimited calling with all your favorite features. Plus expert in-home installation and 24/7 customer support, all at no extra charge. Verizon Fios. TV, internet, and phone for only $99.99 a month for 2 years. Call 1-877-797-FIOS.
And I set up your wireless home network and make sure your TV and internet work together seamlessly. It's true Quam.
Nice truck.
Verizon Fios. Made possible by fiber optics straight to your door.
Order in the corner. You say you're the memory foam king, but you're just 8 inches thick at $15.99. My Bobopedic is 10 inches thick at $9.99.
I'm Tempur-Pedic. Size doesn't matter.
Then why, at 10 inches, does your price skyrocket to $23.99?
I'm a Tempur-Pedic.
Mine comes in firm, plush, or half firm, half plush for the same $9.99. Do you?
But
are you really worth $1,400 more?
I'm a Tempur-Pedic. You be the judge.
Have you driven America's most capable truck? Have you driven the all-new 2008 Ford Super Duty? With the most towing and the most payload of any truck in its class. No wonder America's best-selling trucks are built Ford tough. And just announced, get up to $2,000 cash back plus 5.9% financing for 60 months on Ford's Super Duty.
Center. Sizemore headed back towards the triangle, still going, and it is off the wall. Kicks by him. Youkilis going to have a shot to come all the way around. Youkilis around third. He's going to come all the way around for the inside the park home run. Oh, is he going to get it for that?
Tomorrow at HD, it's the Sox and the Diamondbacks. Pre-game coverage begins at 8:30 on NESN. Just when you thought the season couldn't get any better.
Red Sox win!
It's June, and we're just getting warmed up. We've got the month jam-packed with interleague action, including the Giants' first visit to Fenway. Catch the Charlie Moore Summer of Fun. All new episodes every Sunday, all summer long. And the premiere of Globe 10.0, presented by Verizon and hosted by Bob Ryan. If you miss Globe 10.0, you miss the point. It's June on NESN, and the season's just beginning.
Welcome back to Granite City Electric's Ultimate Red Sox Show. The Cleveland Indians recently paid a visit to Fenway Park. Of course, that meant the return of longtime Red Sox favorite Trot Nixon. Only fitting that Nixon's inaugural visit to the Fens trots in at number 7.
Yuki with the big chin. Oh, dude. I look forward to coming back here for some time and to see a lot of the people that I've been close to for so many years. And try to keep things in perspective to the point where, I have an obligation to, obviously, to the Indians, and just like the same obligation that I had for 8 or 9 years with the Red Sox.
And here comes Trot Nixon.
I was spoiled for my entire career, to play in this type of atmosphere, sellouts, every night. I was spoiled, and having the opportunity to win,
and have a winning record almost every season. I'm very fortunate. Not a lot of guys are able to say that.
To right field and in for a hit.
Well, the Red Sox are on the road this week. They'll be heading to Arizona for a 3-game series. Before that, they're in Oakland for 4. There's a new gun out west here at number 6, Nick Swisher.
All right, Matthews looking up, and he is going to watch it go.
It's just so much fun, because that's what this game is. It's a game. I mean, we don't have to sit behind a desk from 9 to 5. We get to come out here on a beautiful piece of grass and have fun. And, that's one thing I like to take a lot of pride in, is going out there and having fun, because, I know how fortunate enough I am to be in this situation. And I don't know how long it's going to last for, man. So, whatever opportunities I get, I'm going to take full advantage of them.
Deep to right. Sheffield is going to watch it go. Home run, Nick Swisher.
Nick is a tremendous young talent. His ceiling, as they say in the scouting world, is very high. He's got a lot of power. He's a switch hitter. He has a very good idea of the strike zone. He struck out a little bit last year, but as a young player, that's going to come.
Probably the most gifted, one of the most gifted hitters that I've ever seen. And as soon as he learns the strike zone and puts pitches in play with 2 strikes and shortens up with men on base, he's going to be one of the superstars in the league.
This game is all about adjustments, and the level of talent, it just keeps getting better and better. So, if you want to stay here, you've got to find a way to do that. And this offseason, I did a little different things with my training, tried to develop a little size, a little strength, and hopefully it'll pay off for me.
He fires. Popped up. There's Peyton. And the Oakland Athletics have swept the Minnesota Twins.
It's the first time that we've gotten past that first round. And I don't know, man. We got a taste. We got a little cup of coffee and figured out what it was like. And the atmosphere around there is unlike anything else I've ever been a part of. And I'm going to do everything I can, and I know everyone else is going to do that, and to get ourselves back in that situation. It's just one of those things. It's kind of like the A's. We don't rebuild, we just reload.
Now, some of you out there might know that Nick's father, Steve, played 9 seasons in the majors, which led us to this week's Heineken Red Star Trivia question. How many father-son combinations have played for the Red Sox? Bonus points if you can actually name them. Don't forget to find out the answer. Visit the Ultimate Red Sox Show's webpage at NESN.com, where New England sports live online. More from Granite City Electric's Plymouth location when we return.
I wanted to add something new to our relationship, but I was afraid to bring it up. Then a close friend turned us on to KiaMatch.com, and in just minutes, we found the perfect companion for both of us.
The Kia Sportage. I felt so safe.
And with 28 miles per gallon, we could just go forever.
Find your match at KiaMatch.com or visit your New England Kia retailers.
Are you the cable guy?
Actually, I'm a Verizon Fios tech. I bring fiber optics right to your door on 3 different spectrums of light. You got your 1310, your 1490, and the 1550. The light is so clean, it's plus 20 dB hot.
Verizon Fios. Experience the difference of fiber optics straight to your door. The fastest internet, period. Brilliant TV picture quality. Unlimited calling with all your favorite features. Plus expert in-home installation and 24/7 customer support, all at no extra charge. Verizon Fios. TV, internet, and phone for only $99.99 a month for 2 years. Call 1-877-797-FIOS.
And I set up your wireless home network and make sure your TV and internet work together seamlessly. It's true Quam.
Nice truck.
Verizon Fios. Made possible by fiber optics straight to your door.
We're America's largest refiner, and some of the vehicles we fuel don't travel on roads. For those that do, we make some of the cleanest gasoline on the planet, and every drop is performance guaranteed. And our employees contribute over 200,000 hours a year in our communities. We know you probably don't think about these things when you think of Valero. That's okay, just as long as when you do think of us, you think of this. Valero, the energy to take you anywhere.
It's Sunday night. You know where your sports are? Every Sunday at 11:25. Turn to the network you turn to all week long. NESN and the new sports desk lights out. Sundays on Nesson. Your sports weekend isn't over until Nesson turns the lights out. Catch the stars of tomorrow. Today, Road to Fenway. Minor League Baseball, Major League action. Only on Nesson. Monday night at 7, it's Ottawa Lynx Paw Sox.
Recently, 3 of the Red Sox biggest names announced their own wine labels, hoping to raise some money for their respective charities. Let's say cheers to number 5 on our countdown. It's the Long Ball Vineyards launch party.
Long Ball Vineyards is launching charity wines. Manny being Merlot, Schilling Chardonnay, and that's with an SC, and Cabernuckle. Can you guess who's presenting each? But it's not just about the luscious vino.
$1.25 from every bottle sold goes to the charity that the players support. So for Curt Schilling, it's Curt's Pitch for ALS, Tim Wakefield supports Pitching In for Kids, and Manny Ramirez supports the Charlie program. So as sales come in, the funds are divvied up to those different charities, and the players themselves don't get a penny from this. So it's 100% back to their organization.
John Corcoran, a Massachusetts native, owns a wine import company with Andrew Graff. When John's father was diagnosed with cancer for the second time, he wanted to refocus his talents and started a philanthropic wine project, Charity Wines.
My business partner, Andy, had talked about doing a line of wines for charity, and we had kind of kicked the idea around, and, I thought it was a great idea, but, didn't think anybody would go for it. And then, when he got that second diagnosis and, it wasn't as hopeful as it could have been, and I was like, well, this is a really good idea. Maybe now this is a sign and a good time to kind of kick it into gear and get it going, and it worked out great.
With that, Charity Wines and Charity Hop teamed with 3 Red Sox superstars. In less than 5 months, unique labels were created. Each player chose a charity to benefit from their wine sales, and they chose their own wine names. The Schilling Chardonnay will be used to support Curt's Pitch for ALS. Manny Ramirez's, Manny being Merlot, will help the foster children of the Charlie program in Miami. And a portion of Tim Wakefield's Cabernuckle will go to Pitching In for Kids.
I think it's a great cause. The guys that started this whole thing, a couple guys that had some family members that came down with cancer, and it was a great idea to maybe start up a couple wine labels to raise money for charities around in the Boston area. And I was lucky enough that they chose me, and kind of picked out my own name with Cabernuckle, and the proceeds are going to Pitching In for Kids, which is a charity here in Boston that helps young kids through sporting events.
3 superstar Sox, 3 fine wines in New England retail stores and restaurants now. In Napa Valley, Fenway Park, I'm Tina Servasio.
From 3 of the Red Sox brightest stars to the new kid on the block. On May 27th, Dustin Pedroia had an epic at-bat against Texas Rangers closer Eric Gagne. Take a look at it again here at number 4.
The closer is on for the Rangers. It's Eric Gagne. Dustin Pedroia, the line for the home run.
Here's a little more Dustin Pedroia for all you fans on this week's Fat Stat. It's been a tale of 2 months for the Sox second baseman. Pedroia hit an anemic 182, which is 2 RBI in the month of April. As the weather warmed up, so did he. In May, Pedroia hit a blistering 410 with 9 RBI and 2 home runs. More Granite City Electric's Ultimate Red Sox show after this break.
Hey, Michael, what you drinking?
I don't want to talk about it.
Why not?
Because I don't want to jinx it, okay?
What do you mean jinx it?
I mean, I don't want to jinx it.
Let me see, what it... Sierra Mist Lemon Squeeze. An extra squeeze of lemon taste, but only for the summer.
That sounds too good to be true. Great. Now you jinxed it. I jinxed it.
Sorry.
Introducing Elite Baseball, a remarkable interactive DVD series that teaches baseball the way the game is played today. With the help of the latest in high-tech animations and exciting special effects, the pros at Elite Baseball take you through 5 basic skills: hitting with consistency, throwing with accuracy, pitching with control, infield defense with an aggressive want-the-ball attitude, and outfield play from pre-pitch setup to fielding, catching, and throwing.
Learn baseball the way the game is played today. I highly recommend Elite Baseball, whether you're a young player just starting out or a developing player looking to sharpen your specific baseball skills.
Order the Elite Baseball DVD series, a 4-disc set, and pay only $29.95 per disc, plus shipping and handling.
Call now to order. Call 1-800-535-6203. That's 1-800-535-6203. Have your credit card ready. That's 1-800-535-6203.
Everyone has their own story. We're gonna write in these journals.
Every time I step out my door, I'm faced with being shot.
You don't know the pain we feel.
Okay.
It's not exactly how I pictured it.
There's a system in place. You have to follow it.
No, I won't. From this moment on, every voice that told you you can't is silenced.
There's no place like this out there for us.
Freedom Riders.
Tune to Channel 1 to watch this movie now. Time Warner Cable.
It's working.
My treatment.
No, my commercial. New customers are coming in every day and telling me they've seen my new commercial on Time Warner Cable.
And how did that make you feel?
Great, carefree. Doc, I'm walking on sunshine. I'm taking the day off. I'm gonna play golf.
Doc, I cured.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. The good news is you will easily be able to afford more therapy.
An impossible dream team here at number 3 is Gentleman Jim Lonborg.
Jim Lonborg entered the 1967 season with a 19-27 career win-loss record, but he soon learned how to win with the help of manager Dick Williams.
He made me a much better pitcher than I had ever been in my life, and I wanted to prove to him that I was better than he thought I was.
On June 2nd, Gentleman Jim proved to his manager and everybody else that he had arrived. Lonborg carried a no-hitter into the 7th inning against Cleveland's best hitters.
Breaking ball got him. He got him. Strike 3. He struck out the side in the 7th.
Lonborg's bid for a no-hitter ended when Duke Sims doubled with 1 out in the 8th, but the game illustrated that Lonborg would be a dominant pitcher in '67.
There's no hitter in the league that bothers me now. It's the way I feel. It's a great feeling for me when I get out on the mound because I'm not afraid of anybody anymore.
1967 is behind us, and so is the month of May. Coming in at number 2, the Red Sox best plays of the month.
Chris coming on, he dives, makes the catch in center field. Coco Crisp laying it out. Late break for Manny, who makes the catch and tumbles. Crisp on the run, dives and makes the catch in center. Juan Rodriguez going to try and score. Manny's throw, Mirabelli picks it and applies the tag for the out. Crisp was in left center, he's running, diving and catching. Hinske on the move, it's bending away as he dives and makes the catch in right. This is driven in the air towards deep right field. Back goes Ordonez at the track. It is gone into the bullpen. Eric Hinske has done it all tonight. A spectacular catch in right, and now a 2-run shot. And he hits one deep and far to left. Lynn looking up, and that is gone. Veritek hits it high and deep up by the light towers and gone over everything. To left, deep, far from Mike Lowell. It's a grand slam that may never come down. Oh, Willie Moe crushes one towards Kenmore Square. Oh, my goodness. Ortiz had stopped. They'll now apply the tag and a hug.
Go ahead, let him play.
Ready? Didn't really have the aerodynamics
That's a
I was hoping for. Swing and a miss. Snap throw to first, and he is out. 2-2 is wrapped down the first baseline. Fair ball. Nice play by Yoop. Covered by Tavares. But it's Veritek who's got the best chance and makes the catch. Tejada chops it right side. Pedroia dives. Picks himself up. Throws out Tejada. Foul ground. Mirabelli heading over towards the seats. Mirabelli makes the catch. Pedroia diving to the backhand. From one knee, the throw in time. Nice play by Pedroia. Lugo chops it right side. Millar's going to need help over his Ray. The play, no! Here comes another run. Red Sox win! Boston comes all the way back. A 6th run night.
Time now for this week's Sox thoughts, and we asked you, who is your Red Sox MVP? Your choices were Josh Beckett, Mike Lowell, Hideki Okajima, or Kevin Youkilis. Remember to vote each and every week at the Ultimate Red Sox Show's webpage at NESN.com. More after this.
You know, there's no other training aid that shows you this, exactly how you're hitting the ball at the moment of impact. In all my years instructing tour pros and golfers like you, the only thing that could truly capture your swing and impact was video analysis. The Pure Strike has changed all that. It's one of the best training aids that you can buy anywhere at any price. Nothing gives you better awareness about your swing path, club face angle, and where you're hitting the ball. You'll see if you're high or low on the face, out at the toe, in on the heel, or right on the sweet spot, exactly where you want to be for effortless power. The Pure Strike also shows your club face angle at impact, open creating a slice, close producing a hook, or square for long straight shots. The fact is, the most important part of learning to hit the ball far is learning to hit it on the sweet spot. With the Pure Strike, you'll get immediate feedback and start correcting your mistakes to groove your ideal swing. You can safely use the Pure Strike anywhere you can swing a club, even in your living room. Because instead of real balls, the Pure Strike uses revolutionary practice balls that are as light as cotton and perfectly safe, yet durable enough to last thousands of hits. The Pure Strike's recorder pads come in 3 sizes to fit all your clubs, including oversized drivers and even putters, and they can be used hundreds of times without leaving any residue on your club face. The Pure Strike will improve any golf handicap, and it's lots of fun.
Call and order the Skills Pure Strike. It includes this heavy-duty non-slip practice pad, 3 recorder pads in case, 2 practice balls, 3 different height tees, and this instruction guide, all for only $29.99. We'll also include Rick Smith's signature DVD that teaches you how to improve your swing. Order for Father's Day and will also include free shipping and handling.
Pure Strike captures a moment of truth. It'll help you hit the sweet spot squarely and improve your game.
Take advantage of this extraordinary special TV offer. Order now.
Walk-off Sox, 2-hour replays of exciting Red Sox walk-off wins. Monday nights on NESN.
Welcome back to the show. It is an absolute thrill for me to be standing next to the owner of Granite City Electric. This is the Red Sox and NESN's very good friend, Phyllis Godwin. She's going to help us throw to the top of our countdown.
And thank you so much, Hazel. And it's no surprise who's number 1, the hot-hitting Kevin Youkilis.
Go you!
You!
Ball out towards deep right center. Sizemore headed back towards the triangle, still going, and it is off the wall. Kicks by him. Youkilis going to have a shot to come all the way around. Youkilis around third. He's going to come all the way around for the inside the park home run.
I was running out of the box because I saw going in that triangle. I thought I might have got out of the fence, but for me, I just, I saw it kick off that wall and just knew I had to sprint because, you never know, it rattles around and just got to go, and hopefully you can score on it.
Now, last night on the team plane coming home, I guess there was some kind of discussion between who was faster, Youkilis or Pedroia. So Youkilis walks up to the front and asks Francona, who's faster, me or Pedroia? And, of course, everybody said, you are you. So now he just proved it with an inside-the-park home run. There they are. Youkilis just telling him, yep, I'm faster than you.
Pedroia is slow. I mean, what are we going to do about it? He's a great hitter and a great player, and he just doesn't have the speed that I have,
Never really carried the piano either, Don. He's going hard all the way. He didn't slow up until he got right to the end, and no slide needed. That's great speed. That's blazing speed.
And that'll do it for this week's edition of Granite City Electric's Ultimate Red Sox Show. I want to thank Phyllis and the rest of the staff here at the Plymouth location. Thank you for your hospitality. We had a blast.
It was just wonderful, Hazel. Thank you so much for being here. We had a wonderful time.
We did.
Go Red Sox.
Go Red Sox. Good barbecue. We'll see you all in 7 days.
Towards deep right center. Sizemore headed back towards the triangle, still going, and it is off the wall. kicks by him. Youkilis going to have a shot to come all the way around. Youkilis around third. He's going to come all the way around for the inside the park home run. Oh, is he going to get it for that?
Tomorrow at HD, it's the Sox and the Diamondbacks. Pre-game coverage begins at 8:30 on NESN.
Great hitters are made, not born.
Derek Jeter here for Zip and Hit Pro, the great new hitting trainer that's guaranteed to improve your swing and make you a better hitter.
Introducing Zip and Hit Pro, the revolutionary new way for players of all ages to quickly develop your batting skills and get more hits. Zip and Hit Pro allows you to take batting practice almost anywhere. The batter attaches Zip and Hit Pro's anchor end to a pole, tree, or fence and sets it to the desired height. The pitcher pulls the durable nylon cord tight, then it's just zip and hit.
Great hitters have to be able to hit all kinds of pitches. Zip and Hit Pro delivers fastballs, changeups, curves, and sliders at speeds up to 65 miles an hour. Plus, it teaches the top half hitting technique that gets you hits. The nylon cord acts as a level swing guide to develop great line drive swings that make you a better hitter. You get a perfect pitch every time with Zip and Hit Pro, so you can quickly perfect your swing in every part of the strike zone.
Zip and Hit Pro is cool and really improved my batting average. It's great for softball too. It got rid of my chops and uppercut swings. Now I hit all over the strike zone.
No more chasing bad pitches, broken windows, or dented cars. Zip and Hit Pro's safe because the ball always stays on the cord.
Zip and Hit Pro is fun and a great way to spend time together.
Zip and Hit Pro is only $29.95 and makes a great practice station. It has a strong clip and Velcro strap for quick anchoring, a durable nylon cord for controlled ball speed and movement, a heavy-duty ball for easy contact, and impact-resistant handles for easy zipping and hitting. Order now and you'll also get a free regulation-size home plate, plus the best-selling baseball training DVD, How to Hit and Run. This amazing $30 value is yours absolutely free when you order right now. Call now and get Zip and Hit Pro for only $29.95. Zip and Hit Pro is 100% guaranteed to make you a better hitter or your money back. Get Zip and Hit Pro plus the free bonuses, a $60 total value for only $29.95 when you call and order now.
Zip and Hit Pro, a great way to become a great hitter.
From the makers of Hit Away.
Last year on a getaway day in Oakland, Curt Schilling reached a major milestone with his 3,000th K. Today on a getaway day in Oakland, he looks to end the losing streak. The Oakland A's as they try to sweep the Red Sox in the fourth and final game of the series. Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo. Welcome to Red Sox baseball. The Red Sox running into their toughest patch of the season so far, having lost the last 4 games and 6 of the last 7. This is uncharted waters for the Red Sox so far this season. And Big Papi.
Seems like everything is just have changed, you know. Intensity, all kinds of stuff. It's just not there. Hopefully we come back tomorrow and figure things out.
We welcome in Jerry Remy. And Jerry, really for the first time this season, the Red Sox dealing with this frustration.
Well, first of all, Don, let me congratulate you on being a #1 pick for the next expansion team that's coming into baseball. Congratulations. Okay. Let's not panic. This is a very tough time for the Red Sox, the most difficult they've had so far this season. But the fact is the pitching has remained very good on this road trip to start with for the Boston Red Sox. And if they continue to pitch well, the offense is certainly going to catch up. But it has been the offense that has struggled. The .212 batting average in this series, having trouble with men on base. 8 double plays that they have hit into has really hurt the offense, and they're pitching well, though. The 3.04 ERA, and opponents only hitting .257, so I don't think it's quite as bad as it looks right now. Now, when you don't score runs, you look flat. I don't think the team's flat. I think they've just been pitched well over the last couple of games and have not been able to score runs, and of course it has been the double plays that have hurt them. Curt Schilling always seems to come up big after a Red Sox loss since he's been in a Red Sox uniform. They need him to do that again today, but they've got to get the offense going, and it's not going to be easy. They're facing another